last session, Marador, waiting at the front gate after the absolute dissection of a Minotaur by Jin and Marador, lets the rest of the party escape and hide behind a house in the city of Yolheim as she waited for the cult to approach. She then had a discussion with one of the creatures. You guys don't know what they're called. They seem humanoid after further inspection, but very heavily cloaked figures. And she was led into the town by herself, away from the rest of the party, towards the entrance to what you guys later deemed to be like the headquarters of the operation here in the Underdark. During the walk towards the center of the town, Aphelion, as a spider at this point, tries to scurry along to catch up to Marador and frantically trying to keep an eye so there's at least, a buddy system, a pairing system, and two people could be together, and accidentally gets kind of half punted by Marador just in one of her giant steps, popping into existence on the ground, having been seen earlier. Oh no, he was a spider, so he wasn't seen earlier, but to convince the rest of them that he was part of the group that were hunting down Kelo, who had escaped because no one else had been seen. He then was handed a pouch of money that Marador had handed off to them not minutes before, and told to go guard the gate with the Goliath who'd been left behind after Marador got taken to the center of the town. Aphelion went over to the gate, started guarding with the Goliath, learned a few things. One, that the Goliath, also not part of the religion, kind of just does what he's told, gets paid. That he was friends with the other guy. The Goliath's name was Simon. The Minotaur's name was Jerry. Jerry's dead. Really sad. But Aphelion convinced Simon that, hey, I just came out here, but they need you in the center of town. To which he left his giant twin blade spear with Aphelion, and the rest of the party snuck over to the gate to check on Aphelion. They open the gate. They just see Aphelion standing there with a twin blade spear that's twice his height and a pouch of gold. Really confused, not sure what he's doing. You guys left the twin blade spear there and started having this discussion about what's going on, that Marador is being taken to the center of the city and then probably down, or the town, and probably down the path that he had seen before. You guys start to go back into the town, leaving the twin blade spear behind, and the Goliath, having been turned away by the center of the town at this point, really confused as to what was going on. He saw that you guys had Kelo as a prisoner, that you guys had brought him back, which, as far as he was aware, wasn't a problem. But once he started asking a few too many questions, Ben cast a banishment spell on him, sending him to the Astral Sea, where he tripped his fucking brains out for 2 minutes long because you did the extending spell. And the rest of the party rushed Kelo in themselves towards the center of town. As you guys got to where there were multiple guards in front of this grotto, and the Goliath reappears in the distance, still kind of tripping balls, you guys convince two of the monks that are guarding this door that you have found the prisoner and that you need to be let in. And they have you escorted down below to the Underdark. While you guys are going down the path to the Underdark, Marador meets Sticky. Sticky being this young, energetic girl who has been chained to the center of a room, a laboratory almost, where she's constructing all sorts of utter nonsense. Cannons and weapons and alchemical creations and explosions and bombs and grenades. And she's frantic, left, right, front, back, running around this room. And she, Sticky, is very, very enthused by the concept of Marador, this large sheep woman. They have multiple conversations, and Marador decides to stick around and hang out with Sticky, and they play tic-tac-toe in the center of the floor instead of doing more creating. And the man who brought you guys down decided to step outside because he can't stand Sticky. Absolutely wants nothing to do with her. She has been chaos to him, and he wants nothing to do with her. When he goes back to the entrance where there was one guard, because there were two people that took Marador down, you guys finish your descent and with two more monks come back down. At his confusion as to why Aphelion was with you guys, he then thanks Aphelion, tells him to get back to the gate, goes to send him back up. While you guys take a look around and you notice that this area, this Underdark place you've come to, is sort of like and better explained now than I did last week, I think. It's sort of like an army camp kind of thing. Tents and small constructed buildings and carved out of stone like structures that seem to have been made here as the base camp for whatever Baroxus's people, his worshippers, his army are doing below Yulheim. To save face and try to make sure Aphelion doesn't get left behind at the gates upstairs, you guys convince this cloaked creature who, now that you guys are up close, Aphelion got a good view and realized that there were tentacles growing out of different parts of his body, but he was a person. That whatever's happened to him is not how he was made, not how he lived most of his life, that this is someone who's been altered in ways. You guys convince them that you want to join Baroxus. You want to join the cause. You guys are in it. Like, that's why you're here. You brought the prisoner. You're going to take him over to the prison in a second, but you guys are down to clown with Baroxus's gang. Everything that you guys have seen has fascinated you, and you want to be a part of it all. To which that figure then intends to take you guys one by one to have interviews to figure out where you'll fit in best and whether or not you truly are ready to be worshippers of Baroxus and be a part of the army. And he takes Dreyll first. Dreyll is led away down a stone staircase to an interrogation room, while the rest of you go over to where you see flashing lights and hear shrieks and laughs and all sorts of things off in two built into the wall structures in the distance. One of them being a prison where you guys are instructed to take Kelo, and the room next to it where Marador and Sticky are hanging out. Instead of going into the prison, you guys walk into the other room with Sticky. No one seems to stop you because there's this understanding that you guys are, one, here for the cause, and two, even if you weren't, there are too many people down here for you guys to be able to do anything without getting swarmed. So you guys reconnect with Marador. You guys meet Sticky. You're all very confused by the idea of Sticky. She's an enigma to most of you. Specifically, I'd say Jin is just like, what are we doing here? You know, what is this? All the while, Dreyll, in an interrogation room built into the stone, sits down at a table before being greeted by his former mentor, Daxon Cranit. Initially, Daxon doesn't recognize Dreyll, starts sort of explaining what the cause is about in a way that's very youth pastor, like, bro, we're running the same vibes. Like, you and I, we get the same, we're here for the same reason. Like, you need to join our cause. You could be good for us. Here's why I'm doing it. I'm not going to lie. Here's why I'm doing it. Here's the religion I used to be a part of. This guy, Yol, he used to be my god, and he shoots the shit with you, asks if you serve any other gods. You say no, that he used to have Yol and he felt betrayed that Yol just left, to which you defended Yol a little bit, which confused the shit out of him. He said that he's glad Yol's gone, and that his purpose down here with this Baroxus army is to go find and kill Yol, and that he's defeating an evil here. And you start talking about what's left of Yol, which is a question that didn't get past him, because he, very confused, asks, what do you mean, what's left? He's still out there. And he's going to use Baroxus to find him. And when he grills you on whether or not you know something, you pull out your mask, the mask that you used to wear while you were an orc, and you put it on the table. Initially, he accuses you of killing Dreyll. Killing yourself, technically. Wondering how you got that mask. And eventually, you reveal that you are Dreyll, his former student. And in a tense moment, he stands up and then embraces you in a hug and is extremely ecstatic that you've showed up to be a part of his cause. He has so many questions about what you're doing here and how you got to be the way you are, but any tension there was in this room is gone, at least from him, as you're now currently, he's kind of like holding your shoulders at a length, like post hug, like pulled back, and is holding your shoulders, and is just like looking you over, really kind of excited that his pupil, Dreyll,
his boy's back,
is back. So, Dreyll, I'm so glad you're here. He tears up a little bit. I didn't know what happened to you. you were going through all those rages, and we got word there were bounty posters with your mask, and we heard that you had been killing people, and we were so concerned, but we had no way to reach you. The clerics were gone. I'm just so happy you're here.
I understand how that all must have looked, truly.
But you're alive, and might I say, you look magnificent. How is this?
It's a new look for sure. There was this dragon. He looked just like me, but a lot bigger.
Okay.
And he wanted some treasure, and we all made a deal to bring him back treasure, and he gave us some of his power, and
we all you're with a group.
Yeah.
He smiles, just kind of make an insight check.
Oh God. I win these.
A 12. He's happy. Seems happy for you. And he goes, and they're all here to join the cause? I'm sure if they're friends you've made, they're probably going to be assets to us.
Yeah.
How have you fared out there without Yol?
I mean, I kind of learned to, work without his powers for the most part.
Okay. I don't know whether or not he's gonna try to history check this. I don't remember if you were able to channel Yol before, if I'm honest. I don't. I know that we taught you how to use your fists, but I don't think you were. I don't know if we got you able to channel him, but I mean, at least that means you weren't affected by his betrayal. At least you weren't damaged the way that some of us were.
I feel like I was probably just as wronged as everyone else.
Before or after?
I mean, oh yeah, that's so hard to pick a before or after for that.
Well, I feel like it'd be pretty simple to decide whether or not you were stronger before his disappearance or after, if you're saying that you were able to channel him in some way. Did you learn how to do that after you left?
Do what?
Channel Yol? What? I'm saying that I assume, based off of your talents when you were here, that his disappearance, his betrayal hasn't affected your abilities much, right?
No, I mean, I've kind of been relying on, my Dragonborn abilities more so.
Okay. And how long ago did that happen?
Oh, geez, probably around the same time Yol disappeared.
I wonder if that's
Christ.
I wonder if he treats this as some sort of trick on the way out. No, but you said a dragon did that to you. It's probably just a coincidence.
Yeah,
that was
probably
that was a decision.
It's probably just a coincidence.
So you've been face to face with a dragon.
Yeah.
And it made you into this. And would you say that this is better?
I think it's a nice, fresh start.
Okay. So you're here to get vengeance at Yol too.
Kind of.
What do you mean?
So, I guess my question is...
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. And he's been standing up this whole time, still kind of holding you there and inspecting you. And he sit. And this is where AJ, after last week or 2 weeks ago, he turns the chair around and straddles it. And is just holding his head up on the back of the chair. Yeah, tell me, man. Ask whatever you want. I'm here for you. That's what we're here for.
Hey,
once a mentor, we're always a mentor,
Yeah. So I kind of straddle the chair the same way because obviously I have a tail and I'm gonna break it otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when Yol disappeared for you, can you tell me how it happened for you? Oh God damn it, Corey.
Man.
Yeah. How it happened for me? Well, this is Yolheim, right? And like I said, the clerics of the church, which there weren't many. We're mostly a monastery.
Of course.
They'd gone like a pilgrimage. They were going to seek out, because we haven't known, at least from Yolheim, we haven't known like what kingdom, like, the story of Yol, like we haven't known what kingdom he was a court jester of, and like what king, led to his, the king's death led to his deification. So some of the clerics that were still left here, they wanted to go on a pilgrimage and try to like seek out that kingdom. So around here, none of us were personally affected, and it actually kind of took a little while, because like I said, I only got to talk to Yol a few times. It's very rare that he, blessed us with his presence. Blessed. Looking back now was probably a curse. But his disappearance, it only really started to show up here when we caught word from there's a temple in one of the northern cities in the Dythronian kingdom, and we got word that everyone in that temple who was a paladin of Yol or a cleric of Yol, they lost their powers, and they were sending people here to like re-find Yol, because they didn't know what was going on, and they were like, well, we got to go back to Yolheim, the source of where the religion sort of is like recognized around here, and we didn't have answers for them, and we started doing some investigating, and we found out that the clerics that went on that pilgrimage, they got butchered, and there was no sign, no amount of prayer, no clerics had powers, and he was just gone, and we don't know why. So that's how it affected around here.
What if I had a vision, and I might have some insight for you?
You have visions now.
Shortly after I left, Yol started talking to me more and more.
That son of a bitch. Yeah, and what did he want?
Son of a bitch is right.
He make a persuasion check.
Yeah, that's the one, baby. I win these.
How much do you mean, son of a bitch is right?
Oh, I definitely mean it.
Yeah.
No, I mean that one.
He's like, okay.
I'm not doing deception yet.
I know, and that's why I said persuasion. He was, okay, little intense, but sure. Yeah. Continue.
So, I guess it was kind of around the same time I became a Dragonborn. Sorry, I'm just collecting my thoughts a little bit.
Yeah, hold on. Can I ask a question real quick?
Yeah.
You said he started coming to you a lot. Like, what do you mean coming to you? Like, was he just like talking to you in your head, or like, what do you mean?
I guess I was able to speak to Yol freely to some extent. He definitely gave me more advice than he ever spoke to you. I mean, you being my mentor, you only speaking to him a few times, I've spoken to him a handful more times, like 2 handfuls at least.
Okay. You see that he's starting to get like a little agitated, because now it sounds kind of like you're bragging.
So I guess the last time I spoke to Yol, he wanted to use me to square a bet, square a deal.
Okay. This is Corey smiling, not the character. Right. What was the... How was he using you to square a bet? What kind of bets could a god make with mortals?
It goes so much further than that. You don't know any of my friends. Yeah, it's even harder to explain it.
I mean, if you want, you and I can finish this conversation later, and I can interview all them first.
Yeah?
Yeah, as long as you're not planning on like running away or something.
No, totally, yeah.
Dude, are you lying?
No.
Okay, because the way you just said that sounded like you were talking out your ass.
He actually asked that in character.
No,
Are you lying?
No. The way you just said that, he goes, Dreyll, you're not planning on running away, are you?
No, okay, I'm not.
Because you ran away the first time, So far, your
Oh my
track
God, that was
record is 0
different.
for 1. You've actually run away twice, technically. You ran away once from your home and then once from us.
Whoa! I don't need you to bring this up to me like this.
Okay, that's my bad. That's my bad. I just, you know, we're talking about Yol. It gets my blood boiling. I start saying some things. I apologize.
I get it. No, I get it. I get it.
Do you have, I guess, I have to ask you because you know these people. Who should I talk to first? Who should I have them bring in next?
Oh, whew.
Describe them by appearance. I don't know their fucking names.
The Loxodon, the elephant dude.
The prisoner you guys brought in?
Yeah.
He's with you?
No.
Deception check. Deception check.
Wait.
My goodness.
I'm doing great tonight.
God damn it, man.
Hold on, I
Couldn't
need to
be more
see.
fucking
I need to
planned.
see what his wisdom is. I can't believe you just
Bring
said
in the
Kelo.
Loxodon.
Of all characters, I cannot believe you just said Kelo.
I can't believe it either.
Inside
Oh
his
my-
wisdom,
I'm
he
like-
rolled
I'm
a
like sitting
7,
here,
so that's a
I'm like-
9. He goes,
No fucking shot!
okay. Are you like, was that like a joke or something? Or are you just trying to like make a joke, like, oh, bring in the prisoner next?
I mean, like, I don't really know what you guys do with the prisoners here. I don't know what your whole MO
I mean,
is.
you guys, you went by the prison cells there. That's where your friends should have let him. I was talking about who should I talk to next about bringing someone into Barox's army, and you suggested your prisoner. And so I'm a little confused. Like, is he part of you did call him the Loxodon, so I don't know. Is he like part of your group or?
No. Look,
Was it just a misspeak? You did that all the time
let
before
me
Dreyll, so I
bring-
understand.
Look, I've been hanging out with this guy named Valxis, and Valxis is from like the
Fucking
higher up
Winterlight?
Guys, you motherfucker!
My God.
Not anymore.
You're talking to Valxis? Okay, now I know you're fucking with me. Now I know you're fucking with me. You haven't been hanging out with Valxis fucking Winterlight. You're okay. Dreyll, be real with me. Who am I bringing in next to talk about Baroxis? And then you and I can shoot the shit and like make jokes like this later. Because there's no. That's a good one. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy that you just said that you were hanging out with Valxis Winterlight, dude. No. So who am I bringing in next? You got who did they describe? And you see like he pulls like a little notepad out from his pocket and starts flipping pages, and he goes, "Okay, there's Sheep Lady's already part of our fold. There's the Vine Man who they put at the front gate, but I guess now not at the front gate. Okay, we got the.
Like, I don't know who you're interrogating.
He's rolling a history check. Got some pale guy who wears rags. Gets weird eyes though. Apparently, that's what it says here. Okay. You got a dude with blood coming out of his eyes.
Oh.
Okay.
You should definitely interview him. He's
Him
a great
next?
guy.
Blood Eyes?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I'll get to Blood Eyes next. Why did you call this an interrogation? I'm here to just like find out if you guys are where you guys would be a good fit under like Baroxis.
The whole
like, you don't really
vibe
wanna be
feels
here.
off, man. I'm still kind of
Do we
feeling
need to
off
like
a little
spruce
bit.
up the place? Like get some like banners or something?
You know how far we walked to get down here?
Well, you know, when half of the army's Underdark denizens, you kind of gotta like meet in the middle. You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
We can't have an entire army up there, or else we'll get fucking raided by the kingdom.
Wait, what are you guys even doing here?
We're getting an army together to hunt down Yol.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Granted, we have to do
Right.
some pillaging and stuff to like keep the army supplied, but it's for the greater good. Because we're gonna kill an evil god, a god who betrays people after convincing them that they're spreading joy.
But like, what if I could convince you he's dead?
Persuasion check.
Oh my god. Maybe I win this one. What the fuck is it? Oh my god.
He goes, I missed your jokes. Okay. I feel like you've opened up a little since you were last here. You were a little more closed off before, but you're funny. We'll talk over drinks later. I'm gonna send you back out. You can go hang out with the rest of your friends. I'm assuming they've probably dropped off that prisoner by now, and I'll have them go collect Mr. Blood Eyes, and I'll talk to him next.
All right.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
it's really good seeing you, Dreyll. Even if you're not the you I remember.
Yeah. I guess same to you, man.
He backs up off the chair, slides it back in,
Oh my god, what a cool guy.
and
Fuck
he
me.
opens the door for you, and you are escorted back up to the top where everyone is in Sticky's room. The rest of you, what have you guys been doing in that the laboratory this whole time?
Okay, guys, so there's a brand new version of Tic-Tac-Toe I want to try. It's called Tic-Tac-Boom. And instead of drawing on the ground this time, we throw bombs!
I love it.
Sticky has a chain on her.
Yes, an ankle chain that is
Yeah.
connected to a hook that has been wedged into the stone of the earth in the center of the room, giving her enough length to go to the edges of the room, but no farther.
I mean, like,
She has explosives. She probably could have blown it up
ages
ages ago if she wanted to.
I'm sure you could have made something to melt the chain off, right? Like you don't have to stay chained.
What, you mean the chain? The one that's attached to me here? This one?
I just wanted to pick her up and just start like waggling
Ching,
it. and
ching,
making
ching,
it-
ching, 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 ching.
Like Ben's covering his ears, just fucking clanking. Yeah, that one.
I mean, I guess. I haven't really looked. I mean, maybe I can try and make something, but I mean, well, hold on.
I just wanted to go over and then mess around with some stuff for a second.
Mhm.
And then can I possibly... Let me check something right here real quick. Hold on.
I have a DM question.
Sure, what's up?
Last session, after the long rest, I forgot to roll my Cosmic Omen dice. Can I do that now?
What the fuck?
If I remembered what that was.
So
1 second.
every day, I roll a die, and then if it's even or
Right,
odd,
right,
it's
yeah.
even.
Yeah, go ahead.
Of
Okay.
course.
Just because you forgot doesn't mean
Of
it's not
course.
happening. You gotta have one.
It's even.
Yeah, because it's your wheel and woe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry. So, Sticky, you go over and you're trying to what?
I'm gonna... Hold on, let me... Let me DM you something real quick.
Sure.
Okay, hold on.
I'm pretty sure I know what this is gonna be, but
Anyone have?
oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, okay.
That is yeah. You just have to do the act of summoning it.
Yeah.
And I believe we were doing. It's attached to your gauntlet, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Sticky's going to put on her other gauntlet, and then she's going to say to everybody, being like,
Okay, guys, maybe you should just like take a few steps back.
Is
you know, 'cause
this-
it's-
Is this the because there's 3 things you can do with it? Is this number 2?
Mhm.
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Um,
Take
uh,
3 steps
she's-
back.
Is everyone backing up, or is anyone not taking that seriously?
Yeah.
Jen is gonna take 2 steps back.
Oh
Not
shit!
one.
Oh, you daredevil!
Yeah. I don't know.
How dare you?
Little loosey goosey.
Does the door open inward or outward?
The
Or the
door
room.
opened inward.
Okay, Demarder's gonna like kind of position herself at least halfway between behind the door.
Okay. You're a big gal. You're getting about half cover.
I'm trying.
no. Okay.
Can I hide behind Marador?
Sure.
Do I get full cover?
Yeah. B, would you like me to? Do you want to flavor it?
No, you go for it.
Okay.
Go for it.
So she tells you all to step back, and she sort of backs herself in the same direction as you guys, sort of pulling the chain that is on her ankle taut. Where are you aiming?
I'm going to say probably maybe about a third of the way down, but like closer, the third being closer to me.
Okay. And which type of tools would you like to use?
Ooh. Let's use the myths.
Okay. You guys watch Sticky pull a small hammer, like a metal hammer attached to a wooden handle. And she holds her arm out, the one that has the gauntlet that goes up to her elbow on it. And what looks like she's about to whack her arm, instead she strikes, and a small like field of opalescent force reacts and bursts and sparks and glows. And she does that a couple more times, and every time she's whacking, you guys are seeing that there's just like this construct that is forming on her gauntlet until there's this tiny cannon sticking out of her forearm. And she points the cannon, and I need you to make a spell attack roll. So that's a d20 plus 7, or under spells, you can just, I think, click the dice next to spell attack roll.
Spell attack roll. Okay.
22. Easy. And I need you to roll me 2d8.
At 2d8, okay.
Yeah, that's also on your actions page under the Force Ballista.
I wanted this too.
3 points of damage. It's not enough to break it, but you guys watch as she grabs her arm and points her arm and just poof, and it like thrusts her body back a good like foot. She like slides in the dirt as this blast of energy that is like shearingly bright for a second hits the chain and like dents in one of the links. She like almost, it's not that she missed, it's that it wasn't a direct enough impact and it kind of like went between one of the links. You could probably hit it again if you wanted to.
Yeah, I do. I want her
Okay.
to get back up and then dust herself off and be like,
Okay, round 2. I got this. Don't worry, guys. Everything's fine. Okay, just stay back there. It's gonna be fine. I got this. Okay, I
Yeah.
promise. I'm really good.
Go for the second spell attack roll.
shit.
Hey, when this happens, like it's just gonna be like shit hitting the fan right after this, guys.
She Mardor, you specifically know that when you got here, she was blowing shit up in this room when you got here and no one seemed to care.
Yeah, it seems pretty normal. All of these noises.
Oh, okay.
Okay, roll
Have
the
we
2d8.
thought about maybe using soap for her ankle? And just
Can't we
slipping?
just do something magical?
2d8 again, B.
Watching this
yep.
next spell attack go, I'm gonna nudge Jen and just hand him the potion of greater healing.
Okay,
from
not
cauldron.
was the flamethrower 2d8 as well? Okay, but it's not the flamethrower.
Yeah.
It's not the flamethrower. But
The what?
don't worry about it. She holds her arm steadier this time, closes one eye, and does that thing like bang, and then just poof, and like it. You guys have to like shield your eyes for a second because like little bits of metal shoot off in the air, and she's completely dislodged. Like she
She's
has
fucking
used
welding.
2 force blasts and now has like a third of the chain still attached to her ankle, but she is no longer attached to the floor.
Well, there's that.
Incredible.
Well, you
Holy
guys
fucking
think this
smoke.
pretty cool, huh?
That was
sick.
that was an art for sure. That was
Yeah.
wow.
Very
Yeah,
loud.
thanks. Thanks, Blood Eye. I really appreciate that. That's really nice of you to say. I'm
You
gonna,
can
cause
just call me Jin. I'm not Blood Eye. I'm just Jin. It's
Jen.
even shorter. Yeah. with
Oh,
a J.
okay. Yeah, okay. Well, thanks, Jen. Yeah, no, I've been working on that for quite some time. I got like a few cool things like that, but that one's probably my favorite because it makes the biggest noise and it's got the brightest light and it does the most like
Do you
explosive
think you could
damage.
make something that like you would throw at your feet and would propel you forward?
Like,
Like an explosion that erupts behind you to propel you forward or vertical or, you know.
Valxis, can I
You
get a
think you
perception
could do
check?
I did that to that one guy who comes in from time to time. You know, the really scary kind of like antisocial, really mean guy who comes in. One time he came in and I threw a bomb down by him, and he went flying out the door, and then he got really mad at me.
Yeah, I can see that.
Mardor, can I get a
can see
perception
that.
check, please?
Yeah. Perception.
Why is everybody perceiving things?
Not good.
Continue.
Who's perceiving? Did you get the potion?
Oh yeah, how much do I heal
Okay.
for that potion?
For that potion, it'll be 4d4 plus 4.
Jesus, you guys got some expensive potions. Huh?
Wow.
That came from the cauldron, like the daily
Ah.
like cauldron rebirth, like making one.
Oh,
And then
okay. Slash roll.
slash roll. And then if possible, can
Mhm.
I cast Goodberry twice?
13.
As long as I believe. I mean, yeah, I don't see
A
why you would
cantrip,
have
right?
to consume. No, it's a first level spell. I just don't know if you would have to consume all of the berries from one to then recast. But no, because the
Yeah.
berries, all berries just disappear if they haven't been consumed within 24 hours. Or not disappear, they lose their potency. So yeah, you could have, what is that?
Perfect.
Up to 10, you could have up to 21 hit point berries.
Okay, perfect.
So you have 21 hit point berries that within 24 hours will just be plain ass berries.
Walk over, give
What
one
kind of
to-
berries? Raspberries?
They're like
Raspberries.
They're basically like
Cute berries.
almost kind of like teal colored like looking berries. Like
Are they
almost
like
a
boba?
turquoise.
Ooh.
Tapioca
No,
balls.
they're like raspberry size.
Sure. And if when you eat one of these, you feel like you don't need to eat food again for the rest of the day.
So I'm gonna
You
go
can eat
ahead
more than
and-
one. You're not going to be like overstuffed, but your
Overstuffed.
consumption of any amount of them will feed you and nourish you for the entire day. You guys technically
Bomb
during
district.
travel time, if you were concerned about like if you knew you had safe travel, he could just Goodberry once a day and
Yeah.
all of you would eat for a day without eating rations. I mean, it'd be boring, but
Okay. So I'll go ahead and give. I think it was one to Valxis.
you get a
berries
1
to
HP berry, Valxis.
and then
Nice.
6 to Ben.
Okay.
That leaves 5 berries left. So hold on to those.
6.
Wait, 6 and 1? Is that what I heard? Is there more?
So I'll give 8 to Marador,
Okay.
6 to Ben, and then 1 to
14.
Valxis.
15. You have 5 left.
Yes.
Are you keeping those
And
for
I will
yourself?
I'll pocket those.
Okay.
Nice.
It's at this time, while Mardor and Valxis in his disguise are blocking the door, that Dreyll, you are escorted back to the rest of the party. You're being led by one of your former monk brothers back to the rest of the party. And you see the disguised Valxis as well as Mardor sort of blocking the doorway into this room that you have not seen.
Oh, hey.
Valxis, like, jump scared kind of thing. Like, you didn't think there was any behind you, but yeah.
Oh, shit.
Valxis
Well,
and Mardor, this woman inside the room has just blown off her chains. And you're currently blocking
Welcome
the door.
back. Apologies for blocking this door. She was demonstrating some of her proficiencies. Do you need somebody else?
Oh my god! Can I see him? Is he in the doorway?
So the
Now
so
that
Mardor, so
Oh my
murder
God.
and the scraggly guy are currently like in the
no.
doorway, and they've both turned around and are talking to somebody outside.
Who's there? Is it the big scary guy? Because he's kind of nice sometimes. Like one time he brought me
Yeah.
like a mug cake. It was pretty cool.
I enter
Okay.
the room and I say, yeah, Jin's next.
I just want the loudest gasp Macaulay Culkin face, and then for her to like sprint over, and then just like literally just start like touching Drell, being like, "What the heck are you? What is this?
Why?
You guys have a
What?
pet dragon?"
What the? No, I'm not a pet.
So
While
cool, I didn't
while
know
this
the
is
pets could
happening,
talk.
while this is happening, the monk that was escorting Drell goes, "Hey, how'd you get out of your chains?
I go, oh, I blasted them.
What are
Don't
you
worry,
all
I-
doing? Are you releasing
I'll
our
get it
prisoner?
now.
She's what?
No, release
I need to go
Wait,
get
wait,
somebody."
wait.
He runs off.
Whoa. It wasn't going anywhere. Oh.
Ah, shit.
And then
None of
you
you
said
tried
you
to hide
were-
the fact that she just broke her fucking chains in front of all
Yeah,
of you.
this is what I was
Oh, I
saying.
figured we
guys.
were in front of the door,
We
so
were
it
gonna do
couldn't.
this.
She ran up to Drell. She just sprinted out of the room at Drell.
Oh shit! I didn't even.
Guys, this is the shit hitting the fan now.
Whoops.
You guys were blocking it, but then Then you
What
just
did
let
you
them
guys
walk
just
in.
do?
Wait, come back. It was just a little side effect of the little proficiency show we got.
Make a
She will go
persuasion check
back
at
in.
disadvantage as you're calling after him.
Is that, hold on.
I don't know if
Wait.
that's shift or alt.
I think it's
What did you guys just do?
persuasion.
I think it's
Yeah.
It's not giving
or no,
anything.
no.
Well, either
Control.
persuasion or
She
deception,
freed herself, is what happened.
whichever is better
She
for you.
I'm
freed herself.
literally, while this is all happening, she's still like
There it
literally just touching Drell and petting him.
Hey, lock in,
Oh,
guys. What's your plan
God.
now? Because he's going for help.
9. He rolled a 4, so he goes. "Wh-
Does
You
she
guys
look like
brought
she's
in one
running?
prisoner. Can you at least maintain her? Do you guys have something to put her back in there and keep her in there?
Yeah.
This has
Absolutely.
happened 6 times already.
Look,
I know, I did, but I wanted to go out and I
Do
wanted
we have
to
to
have a
get
nice time.
something harder than chain? I thought that you were okay with the chain. We even let you go around the whole room.
I
As
know.
long as you
and,
promise
know,
not to blow the chain up again.
I know you guys told me that I wasn't allowed to do it anymore, but I just really wanted to have a go. I tried
We're
to
running
grab
out
you
of chain.
Well, you should get some more. Or I could help you. I could get some more. I could go and like maybe find some. I could find some really good stuff. I could even make my own.
Do you
want me to make my own?
do you promise me that you'll stay in the room?
Yes.
We're all keeping eyes on her.
Deception check.
We're all keeping eyes on her. Make sure she stays.
Giving puppy dog eyes.
Did it roll? Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Oh,
my
no.
God.
He just like covers his eyes and he goes,
Amazing.
"Listen, are the rest of you staying here?"
Yeah.
We don't have anywhere else to be.
He points
guess
at Jin and goes, "Blood ice with me. You're next."
For
His
what?
name's Jin. Thank you.
I thought I told you.
I
to
don't
say
care
his
what
name
kind
was
of
Jin, man.
I don't care. You don't tell me what to do around here. You haven't
Mhm.
Yeah, but if you make a friend, you should always refer to them by their name. I called him Blood Eyes.
Well,
and he
I'm not
corrected
friends
me.
with him yet, am I? I have to go become
Well, I mean, you
friends with him.
could be, but
I
you're
could
being
be,
really mean.
But you know what's happening right now is you're stopping me from becoming friends with him by interjecting in our first interaction.
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to make sure that everybody's just feeling nice and friendly, okay? I just told you his name because when I came here, nobody told me their name. They just took me down here and they were like, okay, your name's Prisoner now. And I was like, it's not. My name's Sticky. And then they attached me to the floor. And then everybody who came in here kept being really cryptic and they wouldn't tell me their name. And every time I asked, so I had to come up with nicknames. And nobody liked
Wow.
Just pick her up and just walk her in.
Oh my god.
Quiptic.
It's
Jin.
so good.
You're next. It's not like I mean, you guys wanted to join the army, right? So we just have to have you
We are.
like answer
Oh,
a few
right, yeah.
questions. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. No big
Yeah.
deal. And
Go
Jin will
Army.
turn around and it was like a 180 and look
Just-
at Mardor and Valxis. Just
Is anyone still in the room? This is
Yeah.
happening outside the room.
Oh, is it
I think
outside the room?
somebody-
I thought this was in the room. My fault.
No, she sprinted past Mardor and
Gotcha.
to go. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Is
I
anyone
just wanna-
still in the room?
I think somebody grabbed me. Was it Valxis grabbed me and put me inside?
Are you resisting?
No.
Yeah. The
Just
man
like-
that grabs you, Velxus, how tall did you make your disguise?
I think I made it. I think I made it slightly taller than me.
Okay.
Oh.
It's not like too far off. But it's like it's just.
Make
a little bit better.
Sticky, make an insight check.
Oh, okay.
16, I think.
6.
No.
Yeah, you got nothing. The scraggly guy picks you up and starts like, as you're still talking or trying to like talk at the monk, is just like pulling you back into the room. Where Kelo, where are you at right now?
I'm in the room.
Okay,
How is Kelo doing?
Kelo, make an advantage stealth check for me.
How do I do that? Is it like shift or something? I don't know.
Gas. What did you have to click?
I think if you're
Is it
on
control or
D&D,
shift
you
for
can-
advantage?
It was control for disadvantage, shift
Okay.
for advantage.
Okay. 17. Okay. Dreyll, you are standing outside as this energetic whatever she was just carried by Valxis back into the room. I'm assuming the rest of you go back in the room as Jin is marched off.
Yeah, and I'll shimmy over and check on Kelo, see how he's doing.
Kelo, you're feeling great. You're fine. You're just loosely got ropes around your wrists, and you're just hanging out inside the room.
Someone pulled them off last time.
Oh, well, you haven't been seen, so...
Yeah.
They just assume that you guys are keeping him prisoner and that you just brought him into the same room.
I just held my hands on my back.
Yeah.
The elephant in the room.
Nobody wants to talk about the elephant in the room.
What do you say, Dreyll?
I just step in the room, I guess.
Okay, you step into this room and there's blasted and like melted with energy chain on the floor, and this room looks like it's been hit by like an army of explosives, and Valxis has just put down this girl that has a cannon attached to her arm.
What the fuck is going on in this place?
We're making friends.
Yeah, we make them friends. I like that you guys have got a talking pet. That's pretty.
I'm
cool.
not a pet.
He's
Oh,
not.
you're
I'm not a pet.
Oh,
He's
okay.
not
What
a pet.
are you?
I'm a person just like you.
But you're not a person. You're a dragon.
That's what I am. I'm a dragon person that walks on two legs and speaks and has his own free will.
He's
You're
a dragonborn.
people? A dragonborn. Oh, you came out of a dragon?
No.
I wasn't always like this.
Oh. What were you like before?
I was like you. I was an orc. I was a humanoid. I was
I'm an
normal.
orc?
I don't know what you are.
You are not an orc.
Okay, I'm an orc. That's
You're
cool.
not-
I didn't know that.
You're not an
With
orc,
that,
Sticky.
can Valxis and Ben make me history checks?
It's Valx. It's just going. No, that's not
AJ,
right.
I believe you've used 2 of your recall points at this point.
30-20.
I think
Nice.
I only have 1 down, so
Okay, so you can use the second one if you want.
sure.
It's up to you. Don't have to. Don't feel
I recall.
impulsively. Okay. Valxis, you know from your travel and your many performances, and Ben, you know from walking the earth as long as you have, that this girl, getting a closer look at her and like having her like run out of the room and be in more light and be more visible, looks like she's from the Pale Four Isle. Like she has characteristics and features that match those who would be born and raised somewhere near the Grand Library on the Pale Four Isle, the Naria domain. It's kind of weird that she's in the middle of the Kelo coastlands, especially as naive as she seems.
We're in the Dithronium Kingdom still.
Is Yolheim still in the kingdom?
Yes.
Dumbass.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
He doesn't even know his
I
own
forgot
map.
it's near enough to the border because fucking.
It's been a year.
Actually, you guys are in the fucking Underdark. You're nowhere near the
Yeah.
fucking surface
Yeah.
countries, bitches.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but we're only
Dumbass,
okay. But if we're going at
dude.
it, okay, but if we're going at a diagonal down and we walked for how
You don't
long?
run
An
the mole
hour?
people. You don't run the mole people, kingdom worshiper.
Yeah, okay. Fucking kingdom knights over here.
Yeah. You're just
Fucking-
coming down here like Columbus. You
Yeah, it
I'm
is.
from the
It's
Empire.
funny because Yolheim is from the kingdom, but you guys kind of got the vibe from Mistall that like it's just one of those villages that no one gave a shit about.
Yep.
Like no one involved
Neither
themselves.
country really wanted it.
Like because it's just north of the ruins of Roost, and like the ruins of Roost is in the Kelo coastlands, and Dreyll kind of just like crossed borders and ran here and escaped here, and no one.
Really bad enough.
It's very close to the border, and it's such a smaller village that it just wasn't a problem until it was. You know, but yeah. So you guys both recognize that based off of her appearance.
Okay.
Just giving you that
You're not an orc.
information.
You're not an orc. Trust me. You're not an orc.
Okay,
I was
okay.
an orc before I was this, and I like gestured my gems.
Okay, cool. I really like these.
He
And I
was
wanted to,
blessed
go
by a
over and just,
dragon.
touch his like his gems and like scales and stuff.
I just.
You're like, wow, you got so much like cool stuff. Like, can you like
just
take these
not?
off?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, this is just really neat. Like, has anybody ever like like taken a scale off of you or something, and then
Yes.
like maybe
I've
used it?
got
Ooh, what did you do with it?
sold it for money.
Oh, that's really smart. If we sold you for money, we'd get so much money.
That is true.
No!
That I can tell you we
The
would get a
toenails
lot of money
incident.
for.
Oh no.
We would get
That'd
a
be
lot of money.
really
if we
cool.
sold
We
him.
could get so much money.
No,
It would be cool.
I-
Too bad he's not a pet.
Valk said-
Oh.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you're not a pet orc dragon born person.
I'm not a pet. We've established this.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying you're not an orc dragon born pet person.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so then what you're dragonborn, which means that you came out of a dragon.
No.
And then okay, what does it mean?
That's
it's just what I am. It's just what they
So
call me.
okay,
It's
so
just-
what happened? What happened is a long.
Oh, you don't
time
need to
ago-
do this one. I was told that when two dragons love each other very much, they get together and then they have a bit of an
No,
egg.
they have eggs. They have
Yeah.
eggs.
Yeah, I said that. I got an egg. So did you come out of an egg?
No, I was cursed. This is a curse.
You guys spend the next
Eh,
like
it's a blessing.
20 minutes trying to explain to Sticky how you exist. We'll do rolls to determine how much she understands versus doesn't understand. Meanwhile, Jin, you're led down a flight of stairs, down winding hallways that all seem to have like doors built into the walls, and eventually wind up at a doorway that when the doors opened, there's a man, one of the monks, dressed in all black, standing there, sort of like writing in a notebook in his hand, like a notepad, and he sees you come in and closes it, and then, hey man, come sit down.
Yeah, all right. Jin will sit down, but he'll scoot the chair back and then just sit back in it, like just really sag down in it.
Okay. What vibe are you giving off right now?
He's just kind of confused why he's down here now. Like,
Are you giving that off? I just want to, how clear are you making it that you seem kind of confused?
he's just like looking around and he's just like, what is kind of happening right now?
He goes,
Because it's like the whole army thing, and it's like, well, I mean, this is just mercenary talk. You know what I mean? Like, that's his mindset. Like,
He
he
goes-
goes, mercenary talk, mercenary talk. But
he goes, hey, just finished talking to Dreyll. Crazy reunion
that
stuff.
go?
I don't know if he's like told you about me. I was like his teacher, his like mentor.
no, he didn't say much about you. I'll be honest. I don't think that's in a bad
Make
way.
an insight
but-
check. Dude, he doesn't seem offended at all. He's like, yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine. He doesn't have to talk about me. Nonetheless, you both are here, which means you're down to join Baroxus and worship Baroxus and be under his power and like join the army to go kill Yol. That's what my guys
So there's
said. That's
more
what they said you guys wanted, is that you guys were like down with the whole Baroxus thing. They wanted me to like vet you and like make sure you guys were good to join the army and that your intentions were good. And that's what I just got finished talking to Dreyll about. He seems super interested.
Yeah, I mean, what's kind of like the goal here? What's kind of the goal here?
To hunt down and kill a god. To kill Yol in Baroxus' name.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up as a monster slayer, so that's kind of like a
Yol's a
big
fucking
step
monster,
up.
man. Yol's a fucking monster. That's all I can tell you. You don't just betray an entire world of people who worship you in the sake of joy and expect not to be considered a monster.
Yeah, that is kind of true. Abandoning a bunch of people who are just kind of gathering around joy is
Yeah, spreading joy.
kind of fucking
Trying to bring
Spreading
joy to
joy,
everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you ask me, joy is one of those things where it's your moment of just pure honesty to yourself, right? Like you laugh how you laugh. You don't force a laugh. Like when
Right.
you laugh, you really laugh. Like you really laugh. So
Dude, you get it. You get it, man.
no, I get it.
And he like
I get
leans
it,
back
I
and
get
he's
it.
like, so now you
Jim
get
will
why
sit
do you
up
get
now
like
and
why
lean
it
on the
hurt
table.
so
Yeah,
much when
yeah.
he just left?
I would be hurt. I would be hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
worship,
can get that
uh,
about like
You worship any gods?
not as of right now.
You see, he's like make an insight check again.
Come on, Jin. Come on.
5.
Fuck.
Oh, no.
And then are you telling the truth or lying? I don't know what your worship with Anocris is right now, technically. Are you
I
like a
think it's, like,
follower of
early
Nocrius?
stages?
Or so you'd consider
I
yourself
think he's
a follower?
trying to be.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess so. Whatever
Then-
early stages is. 'cause
Then
it's
make a
just
deception
new...
check for me.
Okay. Yeah.
He rolled a 15 total. 7. And he
Ooh.
goes, "Hey man, it just joining Baroxis, yeah, you'll eventually have to, and I would hope sooner rather than later, move on from whatever else you're battling up there and with whoever else is
Spirituality
up
hard.
there, below there. It is hard. But it is kind of a requirement that, like, if you were to join this army, you're dedicating yourself to Baroxis and to that vengeance. Is there a type of vengeance that you're seeking, do you think?
I mean, I guess you could be vindictive to evil, right?
Right, and Yol is
Yeah.
evil. So is that something that you'd want to seek out? Is the murder of this god?
Yeah, I'm just curious, like, timeline-wise, how would you... Because, like, you know, I struggle not with my inner demons, but my inner
Right.
spirituality of things.
Like how long would you have to convert?
Yeah, what's a good timeline for you? Yeah.
Well, I mean, we'd start you on a path. You obviously wouldn't be able to, like, worship anyone else openly around here. I
Okay.
can't force you to not do private worship, because what am I going to
Right.
do, read your mind? But, you know, Baroxis will know. If
He'll
you're a
know,
part of his
okay.
army, like, he'll know. And, I mean,
He'll know.
he's the one who's making all of this possible. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I guess, you know, because we're talking shop here now. In a crazy world, let's say, you know, I'm like doing the readings and it's just not sticking with me. Then what happens? I guess. You know?
I mean, we're not going to stop you from leaving, but...
Right.
I mean... We're on our own
listen,
form
I've
of
seen
a
how
crusade
I've
right
seen
now,
how the
man.
meat's made. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you guys could have just delivered the prisoner and left.
yeah, but Mardor, you know, she's just, you know.
He pulls out his little notepad. He goes, Mardor, is that the sheep woman? The one who already follows?
Yeah.
Okay. And he, like, writes down something. How enthusiastic would you say the rest of the group is on joining the cause?
You know, I don't know. You know, we had like a long hike, and you know we're in here now, and it's been like a long trek down. So it's maybe pretty enthusiastic. I mean, we haven't really gotten to like fully like we don't. You know how you're kind of like friends with people, but it's kind of hard. I'm a hard person to open up to. I'll be real.
Right.
I don't really go around and pick and pry and try to like gauge people's things. But
Right.
you know, I wouldn't say it's not worth the conversation, right? You know, it's
Okay.
always worth the conversation. You never know, especially when it's a large crusade like this. And also, you never know how people kind of move in like a mob kind of thing. I'm not saying a mob mentality has a rough connotation, but you know, you kind of get tribal with people around you. So, if, you know, more people kind of warm
Yeah.
up to it. Everyone will be like, hey, I could buy in on this. You know, that's
Okay.
that's how a crusade starts, right? You gotta
Sure.
get somewhere. You gotta start small.
Okay. Well, I have a couple questions here, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Sort of
Fire
about.
away.
It's not even about the cause. How long have you known Dreyll?
Okay.
If that's a DM. If you need a DM question, I can give you the answer.
Yeah, I'm just fully clarifying it.
So
We had 3 months of travel before we met with everybody.
I'd say about
Or-
over half a year, roughly. Like,
Okay, over half a
yeah.
year. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I was ballparking. It's just I didn't know about how long our journey's been.
Sure.
Post linking, I knew it was about like 3 or
Kelo's been with
3
you
and a half.
guys for around 3 months.
Okay, yeah, so it is about
Yeah.
half a year.
Yeah.
Okay,
Maybe even more.
Yeah, like
Maybe even more.
like 6 months.
Yeah.
6 to 7, maybe 8 if you know.
Okay.
The days kind of get jumbled,
Yeah, it doesn't.
but
need to
I'd
be
say
specific.
6 to 7 ballpark.
Do you?
Yeah.
Has he, in the time you've known him, been the type of person to make jokes?
Yeah, he's kind of a little goofy guy.
What
Kind of a trickster.
to what extent does he like? Does he say some like really out there things and then expect you to believe them?
Where I don't agree with him, like out there things where I don't agree with. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know, something crazy like that he personally knows Valxis Winterlight or something.
That is a large statement. I will say. I mean, if you want to know, like the craziest thing I've seen him do, is he set a forest on fire.
Really? He pulls up
Yeah.
the notepad and starts writing again.
Yeah.
The giant forest fire that happens in the Empire?
Yeah, he's kind of like a rambunctious pyromaniac, and that's a weird combo, but it's very like in the spur of the moment, fire that like it becomes this like almost immediate thing. It's like a moth to light.
Right. Has he told you before that he has met Valxis Winterlight?
I mean, who hasn't met him? Because he's a traveler who sings, right? So if you meet him at a bar, you could meet him at a bar.
So good at this.
Good. It's
Roll a
pretty good.
deception check, dude.
It's pretty good.
Dude, come on, man!
He goes,
Come on!
he goes,
The
I'm
same
gonna,
shit
he goes, I'm
every
gonna be
day."
honest, I'm not one to know celebrities, but I'm almost positive the Winterlight guy doesn't like just hang out at bars with people. He kind of performs and then leaves. So you're saying you've met him as well?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen his performances. Also, I mean,
That's not what I asked.
you know how. Have I met him personally?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I've met him.
How well do you know him?
Not very well.
It's at this point he had been leaning back to match your energy, and he kind of sits up in the chair and he goes, part of what we're doing here is telling the truth to each other.
Yeah.
And Dreyll made an offhand comment about not only knowing Valxis Winterlight, but him being part of your little group. And now, I don't believe you when you're switching between meeting Valxis to hanging out with him at bars to having seen his shows. And if you guys have a Winterlight involved in all of this, that could be very advantageous or extremely detrimental to the cause, depending on whether or not he's involved. I'll let you stew on that one. We'll ask another question. The Loxodon that you guys brought down. He your friend?
The Loxodon? No, I mean, we brought him in. He was kind of a...
I'll give you another deception check, this time at disadvantage, because he's already kind of caught you.
Gotcha, that's fair.
Good news for you, he rolled a 2. He rolled a 2 plus 2, so he goes, Jin, was that your name? I don't know if you're
Yeah.
trying to pull some cool guy act, but I've known Dreyll a long time. I rehabilitated him from his absolute bottom. And I know when he's lying to me. And now you're lying to me. And I'm open to you guys joining this cause and being a part of this. But if you guys are lying to me out the gate, we're gonna have problems. Now, I had word brought to me that yesterday, that Loxodon was sent flying over the barricades into the town. And we found the dead bodies of multiple creatures that are part of this army in the town yesterday, around where he would have landed. Now, I'm not saying you were involved, but he's down here with you. I know you're bullshitting me about him being your prisoner. Leads me to believe that you were involved. You were also at the front gate earlier when one of our guards was killed, but you were chasing after the prisoner you've now brought down with you, correct?
Yeah.
Let's cut the shit. What are you guys doing here?
You know, it's not really for me to say. I think this might be worthy of a group conversation, you know? This is kind of a sticky conundrum. Kind of a whodunit.
I'm going to send you back out there. And I'm going to have another one of your friends come down here. And if a third one of you starts lying to me, it's going to be a problem. Now, listen, things happen. You probably came here with a purpose. A fight was started. I didn't even say that you guys had to be the ones to antagonize it. but I need the truth. Because what we're doing here is important. And I can't have people
conquest, yeah.
I can't have people messing around and fucking with my business. I love Dreyll like he's my son. And apparently he loves you guys. Because he's willing to lie for you. I don't remember him lying for anyone. So I'm going to send you back out there. Who am I having come back in?
Who are you having come back in?
Who's next? And you can prep them. Feel free. I'm not going to stop that.
You know, I think Mardor might be the best choice.
She's already
Because,
part of the cause. I have no reason to vet her. I heard
guess
from the
so.
Lord.
Yeah, it's true.
I heard from the Lord himself that she was here on his cause. Granted, weird that she's with you all, and you guys are lying to my face. She came down before you all. She's great. We know about her pilgrimage through the Underdark.
Oh, what was that about?
You're not in a position to ask questions.
All right, that's
If we
fair.
were open and honest
Yeah,
with each other this entire time, maybe.
Story. Yeah.
And maybe the next
No,
person
I
who
feel
comes
that.
in will be honest with me. And then I will give some information as I get information. But right now, walls are up. So, you got your pale friend, the scraggly looking one, or the one with the vines coming out of his body. Pick. Or I could have the Loxodon come in here because I know he's not your prisoner.
What if? I mean,
I can just send you out there with an escort,
I just-
and one of them
yeah.
can come back.
yeah.
It
I
better
was
be
about to
one
say
of them,
that.
though.
One of the three or the Loxodon.
One of the four. The Loxodon's
the
part
four,
of your
okay.
group. Don't fuck with me anymore. You know that.
Hey, man, listen. If you know it, I know it. We're here.
Okay?
I'll go figure it out with an escort.
Someone better be back in here.
Yes, hopefully.
He sits back and crosses his arms. He doesn't even look at you leave as you're escorted back to the group. Meanwhile, the end of the conversation explaining the fact that Dreyll was an orc and is now a dragonborn, was not born from dragons, wasn't born from an egg. Sticky, I need... Just give me a flat intelligence check.
Okay, all right.
Yup.
So Sticky, what you've grasped is that something you didn't think was possible. Like, he has to be like disguising himself to look this cool. Like, because Dragonborn
Yeah.
Earth, he must just really like dragon people, and that's why he's like pretending to be one. But you can't be one thing and then become another thing unless you have like magical disguising stuff. And he's not saying he has that. So like, it makes sense to you that there's two different types of people. There's dragon people, and then there's green orc people with tusks and stuff. But the connection from how one got to the other is not tracking.
Okay, so you're really a dragon person,
Yup.
and you used to be green,
Mm.
and you had tusks,
No.
and now you're not that.
Yes.
Didn't old Dreyll have tusks? Oh, he was a half orc.
Yeah, I had a mask.
Yeah, your mask covered your teefies.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I get it.
I just wanted to like.
Cool.
Who's proficient in insight?
I just want her to like
Not me.
kind of like stand there with
Yeah,
like her
me.
hand under her like
I am.
chin.
Whoever's
just, like,
proficient in
pondering.
insight, you guys can make an insight check. Mardor and Aphelion, she does not get it. She's like getting there, she does not get it. Ben, honestly, you had to like struggle with this kind of understanding of people before, and you're like, you know, maybe she's getting it.
It's like, okay, you guys are really interesting. Okay, well, I mean, I still don't know your name, Dragon Man.
Oh,
I'm gonna
my
let you guys
name's
do this talk. I
Dreyll.
gotta go to the bathroom.
My name's Dreyll. What's your name?
Well, hi, I'm Sticky.
That makes sense.
Why does that make sense?
It's because you've been stuck to me since I walked into the room.
Oh, yeah. My marriage is really cool. You look
It
really
is a rite of passage and an honor. Appreciate it.
Yeah, when Murder came in here the first time, I gave her a real big hug and I buried my face in all of her fluff. It was amazing. You should do the same. Come here.
I wanted to like start like tugging on his hand.
Oh my god.
Like try to pull him over there. You can totally resist and should like.
I'm going to resist.
Like,
Noise of her struggling to pull him.
Gosh.
No, it's alright, Sticky.
You're not gonna move him.
No, it's
Are you
all
trying to
good,
push Drell? Is that what's happening? Is that what I just came back to?
Sticky. Yeah.
He's just trying to pull him over to Mardor to feel his fucking fur.
Okay.
I'm like,
Dreyll,
What?
how was it talking with your former master?
Oh, did you tell them that you spoke to your former master?
No, we don't know that.
because we've
yeah,
been going
never mind.
into this whole time.
Yeah,
I
you
take it
guys
back.
kind of got interrupted by the sticky thing. If you want to talk about that now, feel free. When that conversation ends is when I'll have Jin come back.
I'll fill them in as far
Everything?
as like, my interview. Yeah.
Okay. He tells you everything. Do you include your blunders?
Yeah.
Okay, he tells you everything.
You told her.
what?
And Drell,
Is that
as far
bad?
as you're concerned, he believed you on a few of them. Like, he believed you're fucking around.
No, like he he definitely doesn't think we have a winter light with us.
Okay. What's
should
a
we
winter
get ready-
like?
Should we get ready for the fight?
That's
I
a
think
question,
I
Drake.
think you
That's a
guys will,
question you
so
can
what
answer
be
later,
sticky what you'll tend to find, and it's not something that's like off-putting to you, but you'll ask questions amidst their discussion where they're having a serious discussion, you ask a question and they just don't answer you. Like you might get like a quick glance and a sigh, but then they continue their conversation and it doesn't like offend you or anything because you're like, okay, I'll learn later.
I'll write this down. Don't worry, guys. I'll figure it out.
You spend make an investigation check for me, Sticky.
I look like this. Why? Why would you say anything? Why would you?
I don't remember your
22.
name. I don't remember
That
your
last
story.
cannon shot that you fired towards the door, like destroyed your writing utensil. You may have to scrape up some of the the soot to be like a pencil with your finger on the paper you got.
Oh, heck.
I just wanted to like go over and then just start like licking her finger and like dipping it in the soot.
But
No, yeah.
continue conversation. He tells you everything, you guys.
So, are we having to get ready for a fight soon? I mean, is it good? Are we okay?
I think we're good. I don't think we're gonna have to fight. I didn't tell him about Yol because I don't know how he's gonna take that. He seems pretty hell-bent on fostering an army to go hunt down a dead god or something.
A dead god or something?
He's
Part of what
He's
Drell
going to go-
explained to you about the conversation is that Dax and Krana has no belief that Yol is dead, and that when Drell said, "What if I convince you that Yol's dead?" he took it as a joke.
So
Is it out of the possibility to not tell him the truth?
I don't think he's
doesn't-
gonna take me seriously.
So do one of us tell him that Yol is dead?
No, because I don't know if he'll take you seriously.
People usually take me
Were
seriously.
you honest with him the whole time? How much lying did you do?
I didn't lie anything. I just didn't tell him the whole truths.
See, that's. I mean,
I was gonna say roll an insight versus deception check, but I think that Drell truly
We all
believes
know.
he didn't lie.
Mardor's 9 intelligence. She's nodding. She's like, seems legit.
Wisdom is actually how you would read insight on
I-
people. So technically, your intelligence is just your book smarts. If you have a decent wisdom, then your ability to read him in this conversation would be better than you'd think.
Yeah, 11.
It's
Which
still-
is why on the counter of that, Sticky is low on the wisdom front, very high intelligence. Clearly she's been making bombs and shit in here. She has no understanding of what you guys are how you exist. So wisdom,
I'm
very
low and low.
street smarts, understanding people, being able to read people, work with people.
Socially.
Socially, it's also part of like perception, being able to see things. It's not the understanding or the book smarts. Like, you know, you can read that someone's sad without knowing the psychological breakdown as to why they're sad. Kind of thing. So if you have a decent wisdom, this doesn't come lost on you. If you have a decent intelligence,
Okay, so did you? What did you say about me? You told him that you met me?
So, I mentioned, the Loxodon, right? And then he was like, "Oh, you're just doing a little gaff," and I was like, "Yeah, you know, when I was with the Winter Lights up there," and he's like, "You met a Winter Light?" And I was like, "Yeah, you know, we adventured together sometime." And then he was like, "You're gotta be kidding me," and I'm like, "Yeah."
as far as Drell's concerned, this dude believed everything he said, and he's conveying that to you guys.
Hey,
Jin, at this point, you're escorted by that same monk back to the group.
Hey guys.
I need you to make a. Actually, Jin, how are you outwardly expressing your current emotions, if at all?
Your current.
He has that
Are
like
you trying to
dead-eye
like
look,
mask
like
how
we're
you
fucked.
feel? Okay, you have the we're fucked look. Aphelion, you catch it immediately. He's got the we're fucked look on his face.
Oh, Jin, thank God you're back.
No.
Did you know that
No.
dragons
You could look at
and
me as
orcs
the
are not
Reaper
the same
right
thing?
now. I have come to knock on someone's door.
What
I
happened?
mean, what?
He knows I'm lying. I tried covering up a lot of stuff, and
Did he?
Like what?
he brought up about the whole Valxis thing, and I said, "Oh yeah, I mean Valxis plays at bars and stuff. Of course he had met him. You know, there's lots of spots to meet him. He saw right through that."
The monk standing next to you
I
kind of like pushes you forward a little bit and goes, "Who's next?"
turned
Me? I wanna
I
go.
turned to Drell and I go, "I'm gonna fucking wring your neck." I swear to fucking God.
I'd like to see you try.
I wanted to like run over and put her hand
Yeah,
up.
you
in
can't
front
be
of his
one
face.
Sticky.
kiddo.
Sticky.
Me,
The monk
You-
at this point has like lost all of his meditation techniques. He goes, "Sticky, sticky.
Yeah.
We'll give you a turn after the rest of them, if that's what you'd like."
Okay.
But you
Yeah.
kind of already went through this process when you decided to work with us. We only chained you in there so you weren't throwing explosives outside of that room.
Right.
That's fair.
So I can go again.
Who's the lucky one?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. But
Uh,
after the rest
So
of
can I
them,
go? Oh,
He did say
no.
I could prep them. Could I get like 2 seconds just to kind of prep and talk and figure out, or no?
yeah, go for it. Can I stand right here?
Yeah,
No.
if you don't mind
Yeah,
talking
you
to
know what,
Sticky.
no.
You know what?
He's been
I
wanting to
trust-
talk
No,
about
absolutely. We can have a
He
chat.
makes eye contact with Drell. Drell, you don't know this guy well. You just know he was at the monastery and another person who was like worshiping there. You like acquaintance is like you worked in the same office. You didn't know him. It's been long enough that you don't even remember his name. But he looks you dead in the eyes and goes, "Yeah, go ahead, prep them. I don't need to be here for it." And he turns around and walks a good enough distance away that if you guys were to have a quieted conversation, he couldn't hear it.
But Sticky, can I have Sticky just kind of like quietly trail after and be like,
Stealth check.
Shit.
Nobody is stopping.
He rolled a
Sticky from doing
3
anything.
on his perception, so a plus wisdom, so a 5. You rolled an 18. So every like he takes a few steps and you start following behind him, and like at one point the chain jingles on your ankle as the hushed conversation is going on, and he turns to look, and you are fast enough that you like get behind him and stop moving, and then he turns back and you like keep creeping behind him. The rest of you who have a passive perception of like I'd say higher than 18, I guess. Higher than 18. It's not that you guys, it's not that she disappears. Anyone with a passive perception higher than 18, you just like notice what she's doing. Like, you've dialed in on the fact that she's not just like running around frantically anymore. She's actively like shadowing this guy. But continue your conversation. He has walked far enough away.
Okay, so he knows
Jin
about.
is kind of just like standing there, resting his hands on the sword, just like rocking back and forth.
Did you
Yeah, I
ask
don't
him
know
for
what-
a group conversation?
Yeah, I did, because the shit you just fucking spewed and vomited to him is fucking crazy. And
Yeah,
there's
he
no
doesn't
way
take me
any of us-
serious.
To the rest of you, what Jin's saying right now, completely different vibe from what you just got from Drell.
Yeah. Okay. So
You can say I tell them everything if you want.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jin says everything.
Cool.
Yeah, I tried covering up a lot of this shit, man.
I think we just come clean.
come clean. Come clean.
Listen,
We
just-
tell him the truth.
Do you?
And then what?
Just to
'Cause
recap
you want
what
to
he
cover
knows.
the whole truth, because the whole truth is
The whole
stopping
truth is
this
a
guy's
lot.
conquest.
So just to
No, that's
recap
the whole
for
truth.
you
It's
guys
not even
between
a lot. It's one sentence actually. It's stopping them. That's the
It's-
truth.
between the two conversations, just from them saying like we tell them everything, what you can gather is that he knows that you guys know Valxis. He doesn't know how you know Valxis. He doesn't know if Valxis is here. He doesn't know because he hasn't seen Valxis. No one has seen Valxis. He knows who Valxis Winterlight is. He doesn't believe the two of you when you said you don't know him after Drell's thing. So Valxis, you know that your disguise currently good. But they know, he knows that they know you somehow. He knows that Kelo's not a prisoner and that he's with your
He
group.
knows you're with us, Kelo.
He knows that you guys were the ones that murdered the three creatures outside, or killed. It's not even murder because I think murder's like,
And the guard.
you know, whatever. And he also knows that you guys killed the Minotaur. He did seem still, after Jin's conversation, super willing, under honesty between both parties, to let you guys remedy the situation by joining the cause. He's not ready to like fucking throw you all in prison and kill you all or whatever. He doesn't know why you're here. He just knows that you're here. He knows that Drell is with you. He knows that Drell is Drell. He knows that you guys know Valxis, and he's trying to figure out what
And
the fuck you guys are up to.
knows-
And
Baraxis will know if we are fully in this. And
Baraxis knows Mardor. Mardor is the only one of you right now that he's like, no, she's with us. Or at least under Baraxis enough. Like, we trust that she is a worshiper. But that's what you guys have. Now you can have the discussion. I just wanted to clarify what is known based on both those conversations.
So he denied the group chat?
Yeah, he just wants one-on-ones. Because also, if the next person goes in there and you lie, you turn that L to a D.
The point that should be made is
You die.
here we
Oh.
have Drell's mentor, a man, along with a lot of other people who have lost their deity, and they are seemingly in a lot of pain and going on this false conquest to, in the name of Baraxis, to hunt down Yol, who's already gone. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, what? You want to send these guys after a ghost? Yeah, I mean, I get
we
that.
tell them
It's
we
just-
tell them the truth that this is a false conquest, that Yol
I'm
is gone,
afraid
and
I'm gonna go down
it
as
was
a
his
martyr
own
for
fault.
this.
I mean, me and Ben, we saw what happened. That kind of situation that he put Drell in, with Yol's power and the things that he did and the powers that he
Yeah,
messed
but then
with.
that just shifts
That's
all
on
of it
him.
onto us. Is what, like, what then?
But
I'm
does
not
this-
trying to poke
but
a hole in
does
the
this-
conversation in this, but what then? Because
But,
the,
okay,
the
but
truth
does
is,
this-
hey, this guy killed him. We all witnessed it.
Oh, 'cause
Sorry,
we-
you're upset that he's dead.
Well, no, because currently, from what it sounds like, is that Drell's mentor is mad that Yol is gone. He doesn't exist. He
Yeah.
left everybody.
Because of
He's
us.
under the understanding that he fled, that Yol fled.
Right. He thinks he fled away, which I agree with Jin. I mean,
It
the
just shifts it
reason
to
the
we
gamble
killed
the
him.
gamble that we have to go with is that he is more mad that Yol is gone and not at us,
Affecting people.
and more
But if
mad
he's
that Yol
mad
tried
that
to
Yol is-
sacrifice Drell.
Yeah, but if he's just mad that Yol is gone because other people are not having these powers and people are getting hurt and the people are going out spreading joy, then
Look,
you go to the
hear
root
me
of
out.
that and-
What if he just thinks that getting Yol back is me dying and then he tries to kill me? Just throwing it out there. I don't know,
Maybe he
man.
has more faith than you than he did in Yol. I mean,
Look-
if he has an endearment to you, if he likes you, if he sees you like family, I mean, coming from you is gonna have to be the more important one.
Well, I was there during the death of one god and the birth of another, so I can prime him, ask him how he feels about it.
Yeah, I mean, that might be just one way to figure out exactly how he's feeling. I mean,
I mean, the main issue here is that you've had two gods that prey on people's emotions. And,
Yeah.
well, these are very emotional people. I don't think, Dreyll, no offense, but I don't think your master really cares about Yol. If he did, then probably wouldn't think he just left. Just convinced at a vulnerable time by someone
Mardor,
else.
how are you feeling about this conversation?
She's just kind of watching him flounder a little bit.
Well,
She's-
I mean, more specifically, the statement of a god who
Oh,
preys
about-
on people's emotions.
Is that for Yol or Barox?
He said both,
Yeah.
Oh,
which is why I pointed it out to you specifically,
Mhm.
because that line is him saying that Baroxus is just a god who preys on people's emotions. You don't have to
I
say anything.
think-
I'm just bringing it to your attention if you didn't hear it.
yeah. No, yeah, that's good. Okay, yeah, she's not gonna bring anything up in.
Okay.
I mean, all right, if you guys want to go in there and we tell the truth, we should do it then. But who wants to be the one guy in there with this one guy and another guard while we're here in this jail cell? It can't be me, and it can't be Dreyll, and it can't be Mardor. It
It's
can
gotta
be
be
Kelo.
Ben
Or
or
be Ben, it can
Philion,
be-
since they witnessed Joel. At least they can, tell a serious account more than me.
Yeah.
Who's going?
I mean, I
So
don't
sorry,
mind
my finger's
stepping up to
bleeding.
the plate because baseball exists in this universe.
Surely.
That makes sense. Yeah, I got that
If you
right.
Stepping
wanna-
up to the plate.
Okay.
The only thing I worry about for you, Ben, is just your status.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Don't know if that is the best move, but if you feel confident in it, then I just have to trust you. I'm just concerned about who you are. And he did bring up how if Valxis is here, that would be a large advantage to his conquest. So I
Or disadvantage.
worry about that.
You said both.
Yeah, or disadvantage. Yeah. I don't want
I
to bring
didn't
that
mean
up to
my
stop you. I
status.
just want to keep it in your mind. Hey man, a lot of people know who you are everywhere we go. But
For
I mean, that
sure.
could help build to your credit too. I mean, do you want to look at it that sense too, the benevolent one?
Well, we can only see what happens.
Hey, yeah.
Is Ben going?
I guess, yeah, I'll speak a little quietly. There's usually other ways out of the Underdark. Try and find where those are, just as a backup.
You heading off?
Just an idea. Even if we have to break down a wall. I mean, points at Sticky.
Sticky, what are you doing to this gentleman?
I'm going to have her kind of like standing behind him, and when he points over at Sticky, she's just going to be mimicking his behavior, but from
She's
behind.
literally his shadow.
Yeah.
Ben, are you just gonna go walk over to him?
Yeah.
Okay, Sticky, you see the pale guy start walking towards the dude you're shadowing.
Oh,
I'm gonna have her like try and. I'm gonna have her go try and shut up. I'm gonna have her try and hide somewhere where she can watch where they go.
You start making those noises, and he goes to turn and like look at what's making those noises. You like quickly slide behind him, and he sees Ben walking up, and you dart behind like a rock that you see in the corner. He goes, "Okay, you're next. Prepped? Everything ready to go?"
As I can be.
Good. The rest of you, same thing as it has been. And he just pauses for a moment and goes, Did Sticky go back into the room?
Can I make a perception
Yeah.
check?
Yeah.
Aphelion, what's your passive perception?
Oh no, it's 18. So
Yeah, you
I
know
have
where
it-
she is.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, she's in here.
Just make a deception
My
check.
passive
That's
perception is 12, so I'm going to say I didn't see her leave.
Well, you could see her walking up, and you saw her dart off as soon as he turned to look at you.
Oh.
Yeah. The stealth was just noticing her
also say
run
that.
away, but like when you're walking up to the guy and she's shadowing him, you can see her. She's in the open.
Yeah.
But Valk's deception. 28, yeah. He goes, good. Maybe she'll get back to work. And he leads Ben down to the interrogation room.
Can I start following?
Sure. Aphelion, the rest of you, like, watching Ben go, saw her dart behind the rock. And I guess
I'll be right back.
Okay. The rest of you are watching that direction, and again, she comes out into the open. She's only hiding from that guy. So she does just start, like, creeping behind them and following them. Ben has no idea, but Sticky is following Ben and the monk away.
Pull him up.
Should I
Oh
follow
boy.
him?
Am I able, like, as Sticky is leaving?
You can
I
mind
tap
link.
her on the shoulder?
Well, you're not close enough to her to be able to tap her on the shoulder. Do you have to touch someone to mind link?
No, it's for something else.
Oh, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to give her some cat's grace to give her.
She
advantage on
is
dexterity.
too far if that's a touch spell. Because he was a distance away from you guys letting you talk, and
Yeah.
Ben went to him, and she darted to hide, and then has now come back and is following. You're not within arm's reach of her. Unless you want to dash up quietly and try to cast it. But that girl who just fucking used a cannon to blast off her chains is currently creeping behind Ben and this guy.
Okay, if possible, then how I would go about it is I would rush out of the cell area, and
You guys have
No,
been
no,
outside the room in sort of the
Okay.
open.
then I would go out of the cell area, and as she's kind of like following behind, I would kind of at the same. Oh, my dog's going crazy.
You're fine.
I would at the same time cast Enhance Ability and give her Cat's Grace, but then run past her, catch up to Ben, and just be like, and just kind of do like a little like good luck, and then give him like a good extra good berry that I've had.
Yeah. What are the is it just somatic?
It is. I don't believe so.
Is it verbal?
It's verbal, somatic, and then my focus.
Because you're a distance away, I will let you attempt to roll a sleight of hand check to keep your voice quiet enough without the use of a sorcerer's subtle spell to try to not bring attention to the fact that you're casting this spell as you're running up. If you want, but you would know as a spellcaster, and you would know with this spell that if you ran up and you were saying the words of a magical spell, that this monk would probably be suspicious.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Okay, roll a sleight
And
of
I'm
hand.
gonna use one charge of the Cosmic Omen to add a D6.
Sure.
Sleight of hand. And then total for D6 added for 19 total.
Okay. You sprint up and you tap Sticky on the shoulder before running up to Ben and offering him a single good berry. Sticky, you feel suddenly like your body has become more weightless than normal, like lighter than normal. And you find your ability to cling to his shadows much easier. but you are still silently hiding behind this person. Is AJ back yet? No. Okay. You run back to the group as Sticky, Ben, and this monk descend the stairs towards the interrogation room, or whatever you want to call this room that they're having these conversations in. And you run back to the group. The monk saw that you came up and gave the good berry and was like, whatever. And like let you just run back to the group.
If we start hearing loud explosions, Sticky's been caught. But
I would expect nothing less.
with Ben. Or she's tailing Ben.
If you guys want to have any conversation until we wait for AJ to come back. Vax is falling asleep.
So what do we do now? I guess we just sit and patiently wait and hope.
I
Ben
mean,
kinda...
I mean, so it's either so obviously
they have
it's
no
been-
problem letting us go. He did say that too.
I don't,
but-
but we fail. But like
We
our
came here
quest
to-
is our quest to stop his conquest or to kill him?
We stop whatever's happening here. And
Stop whatever
for me,
happening's
that's
here.
Stopping the conquest.
I mean, yeah, technically, if they
I
stop
mean,
the
I-
conquest, then there's no need for all this. I mean, if they've
if we
learned
just
that
tell him,
Yoel's dead, they let it go, but then we become the ones in the middle of this. Which, I
That's
mean,
what
that's
I'm
our
afraid of.
decision for being here.
yeah.
That's what I'm afraid of. Is just
So
being the blame of this.
should have planned further ahead. Because I got a spell, and I could.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if we want to charge in there and.
Well, I more
Ben,
of
but
more
I
of
mean, as long as Ben just does his thing in there, comes clean with what he can, proves his case. What more can be done if they come after us?
Hey DM,
What's up?
would it be possible to do it's like an insight check on essentially just like a sort of like vibe check of from what's all been said about Daxon and how he spoke to Jin and Dreyll.
Sure.
We're telling him the
you're
truth.
good enough at reading people that based on the conversations that both Dreyll and Jin have said they had, I will allow you to make an insight check at disadvantage because you're not the one hearing his voice, hearing the inflections, seeing his intentions, to try to kind of get to the root of what he would want. 17.
At disadvantage is 9 plus 8.
Okay.
Well,
Based on welcome back. So what's happening now, AJ? Sticky has been given Cat's Grace, and she's currently stealthing behind you and the monk, sneaking behind you guys. Because Aphelion chased after you to give her Cat's Grace, and then sleight of hand was like, "Oh Ben, here's a good berry for good luck," and handed you another good berry. But like in the meantime, was like sleight of hand giving Sticky Cat's Grace.
Sure.
And then he went back to the group, and now he's doing a disadvantage insight check based on what Jin and Dreyll have said on their conversations with Daxon. Whether or not, what was it, that telling the truth, what it would do?
like if telling the truth feels like the right option to choose, like within Aetherion's own like thought process, like just basically questioning himself of like, would this be something that like of all the information and all the speaking that he's been given about Dax and what has been said.
Yeah.
Like-
So you gather based on both these conversations that one, obviously this guy doesn't like being lied to, and he was probably really hurt that his student's the one who lied to him. However, his intentions here in his conversations with both Jin and Dreyll are nothing besides getting vengeance on a god who he deemed evil for committing such a heinous act, as he believes is a heinous act, for just disappearing, causing the deaths of many, causing virtually the eradication of joy. If he were led to the truth, and there is a question as to what the level of the truth is, right? how much involvement do you guys have in that truth? Is it just the fact that Yul's dead? Is it how Yul died? Is it the fact that you guys are under the understanding that Baraxis is the one that killed Yul? Because that's a massive truth that you guys would be able to convey, that you now know after discussing things with Marador, that his crusade at that point, he might still hate Yul for being a thief who stole power from another deity and was bestowing it upon someone, but he was still trying to bring joy, which is what he stuck by.
Yeah.
And he didn't choose to leave. He was killed. And because he's dead, supposedly, the crusade would not have meaning. If he were introduced to the fact that Baraxis did the killing, well, then is he getting vengeance against a god that was killed by the god who's giving them the power to enact that vengeance? Is such a mind fuck that it's hard to understand how that would be received if he even believed it. But if he did believe it, there would obviously be this internal battle, this internal struggle, because nothing that he's doing or has been doing since Yul died would have purpose.
Yeah.
That's all I can give you.
That is great.
Okay. Ben, make a perception check for me.
I perceive.
17. Sticky, make a stealth check. This is against Ben and only Ben.
All right.
And at advantage because you have Cat's Grace.
Okay. Ooh.
15. Ben, you are aware upon the handoff of the Goodberry that Sticky is currently trailing you guys. Stealthily, but trailing. Sticky, how long are you following for?
She's gonna follow for as long as she can.
Okay. Ben, you are led to the same chamber that Jin and Dreyll had been led to before you. The door is opened. Sticky, this monk opens a door and leads Ben in. And you are outside as this monk closes the door and looks like he's getting ready to turn around. And you'd be right in front of him.
Can I, when he goes to turn around,
You're trying to turn with him, like do the real shadow shit?
when he goes to turn around, can I like hide myself like
I
don't know how to describe this.
I will spend a sorcery point. Is it one? Let's see. Yeah, one sorcery point to cast subtle spell and invisibility on.
Is invisibility touch?
It is, yeah.
Okay. You see Ben reaches a hand back, Sticky, as he's walking into the room and you are currently behind him and the other monk. And it's like his cloak reaches out and his shadow, the shadow of his hand, reaches out to grab yours.
Ooh, friendship.
And you reach out and you grab the hand. And suddenly you watch as your hand disappears. And then your arm, up your body, until you like look at yourself and you're gone.
I'm gonna have her like try and hold back a scream because she's like so excited.
Mm-hmm. And you are now invisible for the next hour.
Fuck yeah!
Ben, you walk into the room, the door is shut behind you. Instead of he has his back to you, but Daxon seems to be sitting with his hands crossed in front of him, just like staring ahead. Make an insight check. An 8. He seems tense. That's all you can get. He hears the door and, without even turning around, gestures to the chair across this table from him.
While that's happening, can I just very quietly just investigate around the room?
You're not in the same room. You didn't like sneak. You
I
got
didn't
turned
sneak into the room, I
invisible
just
in
sat
the
by the door?
hallway as the like
Hell
in
yeah.
the I don't want to say hallway because the Underdark is just a vast area, and these are like chambers with doors that have been like carved into the walls.
Oh,
right?
okay.
So these are like rooms that have been like shaved out of the stone. So
Nice.
you're like in a corridor of like, it's almost like a mine shaft of like arched stone with rooms all around. And you're currently just like in this hallway, and that one guard is standing there. That one monk is standing there with his arms crossed outside the door. He's like right in front of you, but he can't see you.
I'm gonna have her. Is there a way she can sneak past him?
You're invisible, and you've already rolled a stealth against him. You could just walk away, and he wouldn't know.
Okay, can I sneak past him into the room?
You'd have to open the door.
Ooh. Okay, I'm just gonna have her just kind of oh fuck. Okay. I'm gonna have her
Keep in mind, this is not modern day society interrogation rooms. This door is not like sound sealed shut. Granted, there's no window in the door, but like you can. There's a gap underneath the door. There's a gap above the door. You know, it's not a perfect fitted door for this. So you could like listen.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have her stand by the door and listen in.
Okay.
And then while she's standing there, she's also imitating the guard because she thinks it's funny.
So now you're the second guard.
Yeah.
You have an hour of invisibility, and you are the second guard. As someone like walks past, he like nods, and you nod invisible at the person walking past. You're just completely mimicking him. Okay. Ben, he gestures to you to sit down across from him.
I give him a slight smile, and I'll sit.
I assume you know that I've had some interesting conversations with your friends.
I've heard.
Are you planning on being honest with me at least, or is this going to be a waste of my time?
I guess it depends on what questions you ask.
Okay. Well, so you're saying there are questions that if I ask, you'll lie?
Well, I can only tell you to the extent of my knowledge, which, of
Sure,
course,
but that
there's
is the
a lot
truth.
of.
You know? What do you mean by that? You a very knowledgeable guy?
Oh man.
Ben kind of like looks up towards the ceiling and kind of back down. I guess you could say that. Usually people kind of know about me, but don't interact with me, if that makes sense.
Why would you say
Like, I
people
just
know
kind
about
of-
you?
Oh, I've been on this earth for 1400 years, maybe more.
What's your name?
People call me Ben. Short for the benevolent one.
Feels like the first honest thing that's been said to me all night, no matter how crazy it is. And make another insight check. This is a different one now that you're face to face. 22. He seems like normally it would be surprising to hear that the benevolent one is sitting across from him, but right now he's kind of like so sick of people lying that he's more just relieved that you are telling the truth. And he knows you're telling, he feels like you're telling the truth. Okay, so Dreyll got himself involved with the benevolent one, some dude who bleeds from his eyeballs, supposedly. He's got this weird viper tattoo on his neck. Somehow Valks is fucking Winterlight. Don't know where he is, but apparently he's involved. So this is bigger than I thought. You started with honesty, so why are you here? Because clearly it's not to join this cause and worship Araxis. The benevolent one wouldn't be one too. So, why are you here?
I guess that's a question I've come in need of answering as well.
Don't get all
Not that I
fucking
think
philosophical
you have
on
it.
me. I mean, why are you here in the Underdark in this place right now? Why did you all come here?
Go, Ben.
It seemed convenient.
It seemed convenient for you all to come down here.
Convenient in the sense that it was the easiest kind of answer to give. It's what was prompted, first thing that was asked if we wanted to join.
My fellow monks said that you were going to be sent on your way after delivering the prisoner, and you said you wanted to join.
Well, just to follow through, you know. I mean, the prisoner is our friend. Well, we haven't known him for that long, but
Why did you all come to Yolheim in the first place?
we wanted to, well, one, give Dreyll a chance to meet you again. I suppose also to get to the bottom of the tides of change since Yoel's, well,
Were you hired?
yes, we were.
Kingdom folk?
That's the southern one, right? Right, the Empire's the north one.
Yes, with the Winter
Getting
Lights
mixed
or the
up.
Empire.
There's been so many.
I can imagine. You see, like, for a moment, he's, like, ready to be annoyed with that question, but then he remembered that you said 1,400 years, and he's like, no, he's been wandering. No, that makes sense. That tracks. And he, like, has to, like, catch himself. Okay, so, yeah, the mercenaries and some of the followers got a little out of hand. We were raiding places for supplies. They got a little crazy. I've been trying to rein it in. But if the kingdom had a problem with that, they could come tell me themselves. Why send all of you?
Dreyll insisted on it.
Why does this need to be stopped? We're taking down a greater evil. Someone who ripped joy away from everyone. After years, decades, centuries of serving it on a silver platter as this worship to him. And he just gets to walk away. And we're the bad guys? So you were hired to stop us.
In a roundabout way, I suppose. Who did Baroxus tell you this? Did he put you on this quest, I mean?
Baroxus gave us the means to enact this cause. We sought a higher power to give us the means to enact our vengeance. And Baroxus was there to give it to us.
You see, this is the curious part to me. You know, I can't explain it, but I was there when Baroxus was defeated by Breathic.
For a second, he looks like he's about to question it, and then he has to, like, pause, close his eyes, and go, fucking benevolent one.
And
Let's say I believe that. Continue.
I understand where Baroxus comes from in believing, or giving power to those who want redemption, those who want vengeance.
Okay, so
Because
you understand our
He
cause.
was never able to obtain it himself. I don't, though. Because Yoel isn't alive. Baroxus killed him. Which is why it doesn't make sense that he would vest his power.
What?
Ben stops saying
Yeah,
anything
he's
when
like,
he sees the...
yeah. You know, I thought Dreyll was fucking around. What do you mean Baroxus killed Yoel? How does a god just murder another god and have it go unknown? What do you mean you know? How do you know?
I don't know why I'm put into the places I am, or how I end up there. Just whims of the weave. But it's hard to disentangle. I believe Baroxus was pretending to be another god. and in that pretending, took the power of, well, the one he was pretending to be. I'm not sure if it's with that power that he wielded, or I'm not really sure what his goals were. That's...
So you saw it.
Yes.
Who else was there?
Aphelion, who is, I believe, he's the viney one.
Okay. Does this... He like pauses to think for a moment and then slides the notepad over and just flips through pages. Does this have something to do with a bet that Dreyll said he had to make good on?
I'm not too sure, but he kind of makes a lot of bets.
He like leans forward and is just like spacing a bit.
I don't
as
think
he's
he
trying to gather
did
his
anything
thoughts.
purposefully.
Dreyll didn't.
No, he just kind of, well, he's a bit of a whimsical nature about him. Is he kind of accidented his way in?
So you know this, and yet you travel with one of Barox's worshippers?
Well, it's all in the greater cause of finding out answers for myself. She said there's some power Baroxus has in me, and I was there when he descended. There's some part I play in this, I don't know what it is.
Would this Aphelion be, and don't take this offensively, less philosophical than you on giving me straight answers? He asked you like
I'm sure if
three
I asked him
questions
to.
that you were like, yeah, why, I question every day why I'm here. And he's just like, he's just like pissed and looking for straight answers. And you keep like kind of doing a little dance around your long tenure. So he's just kind of like trying to get straight answers.
I think Athelion will give you the answers straight. He may not sugarcoat them, or find better words to describe what happened.
Okay. You're not going to speak a word of this to anyone else in my outfit. He's like whispering now.
Shit.
Understandable.
You can't hear.
Sticky, make an insight check.
Sticky fucking tells everyone.
A four. You're just mimicking the guard outside. You're like, he's making weird faces, and you're like matching the faces, and you have no idea why he's making weird faces. Because this is all just like spitting information. Oh no. Oh, God killed a guard.
Oh, I got ya.
Well,
what the fuck?
And he goes, Daxon goes, we're going to go back out there. I'm coming with you this time. And he looks over his shoulder at the door and goes, and then looks back at you and whispers, I don't know whether or not he's believing everything that's being said in here, but we need to be ready in case for some reason he doesn't want to find the truth.
Ben nods.
He like cracks his neck both ways. Okay, well, I feel like, granted, you were honest with me. I don't think I believe a god can't just kill a god, and you can tell he's clearly lying to you, like trying to put an act on. And he goes, a god can't kill a god, and Baroxus, he wouldn't have set us on this path to kill someone that didn't exist anymore. So I'm gonna come send you guys off. I'm gonna come see you guys off, send you back up. As long as you guys aren't gonna get in our way, I'm not gonna get in yours. leave us alone, leave us this cause, and I'll just let you guys leave. Okay? And he like winks at you.
That sounds completely venerable.
He leans in. Okay, don't be weird.
Don't oversell it.
He gets up and goes over to the door and opens the door. Make an insight check, Ben. An 8. The guard outside turns and looks to you guys and he goes, you can go about your business. If you were stationed outside the entrance, you can go back to the entrance. I'm going to escort him back to the group. I've learned everything I need to learn. We're not going to do any more of these interviews. And that monk seems to just nod and go. You guys, the rest of you, I don't know what you've been talking about this whole time. Maybe you guys were just in tense silence because at that point you're just waiting. As you see up first, the monk that led Ben down coming back without Ben, but instead of coming towards you guys, he goes straight to the exit and starts going. Shortly followed by Ben and Dex and Cranit, who a few of you are seeing for the first time. No Sticky to be seen, but nonetheless, you guys, he comes over to the lab and goes, like scans over all of you. Where's the girl?
Turn around.
Dreyll points at Mardor.
Huh. She's gone.
Dreyll, you know who I'm talking about. Don't fuck with me. And you see Dreyll make an insight check.
Oh no. Oh,
Where's Sticky?
There's
this is
Dreyll.
fun.
There's this level of I am so fucking done and I don't need you to be giving me shit right now on his face, where he's like, you know who I'm talking about.
Sticky!
And he's scanning all of your faces.
Sticky, where did you go? I cannot see you.
I'm just like, I've had, like, Sticky is just going to be kind of like halfway between like following the guy, the monk, and then halfway between kind of like going into the room. She doesn't quite know which way to go.
Right.
Kind of like when like two parents like stand on either side and they call their dog. She's just kind of like, I don't know.
Oh no.
I'm fighting
like-
every urge to look behind me.
Okay.
I have a feeling if you give her a moment, she might appear.
Okay. Give her a moment and she might appear. That's great news.
Sticky.
She doesn't appear, and he goes, not a big deal right now. Everyone in the lab.
Okay.
Okay.
And he kind of shoves you all, not shoves you all in, but like ushers you all in.
Yeah, we'll get up.
Sticky, you trying to get in behind them, or?
Hell yeah! It's the last second she's gonna make the decision to go into the room and she just bolts over.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as he goes to like shut the door, and you're like trying to sprint and squeeze in. You can do it at advantage because you have
Face
cat's grace.
first into the door.
Nope, it's only checks.
Oh, is it just checks, no
No,
saving
it's
throws?
just
Okay, so just a
checks.
normal dexterity saving throw.
As soon as you said saving throw, I had to double check.
Yeah.
Oh, I can roll at advantage. Wait, what?
Why?
Maybe it's something else then. Not cat's grace.
No, you don't. You just have a +2. No advantage.
Okay.
An 11. Okay, you're you take your invisibility drops as you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as he goes to like shut the door behind him, and he like shuts it on you, and it's just like a hit to the head, right? Like it's just a clunk, and like as he turns around, you're not invisible anymore, so he didn't like see that you were. It just seems like you came sprinting in out of nowhere.
When it bonks me on the head, can I go?
It didn't come through your mic what you
You
did,
see?
but
It's just loud.
I knew it.
yeah.
Ow!
Okay, I guess she's involved in this too. Get in here. And he
I'm
opens the
gonna
door a
have
little
her
bit.
like hold her head and then be like,
Oh, that was really mean. You didn't need to do that. I just wanted you to come in.
I didn't know you were coming. Okay.
Do you need me to lock the door? Because I can make it so no one comes in here.
Joe Schmo is just.
He's standing at the door with it shut behind him, and he goes, "No, we're
Okay.
fine." Points at Aphelion. Aphelion, Dreyll, Jin, the benevolent one, the Loxodon. Name? To the
Brian.
Loxodon?
Kelo.
Marador. You.
Brian.
Deception check.
Ooh.
He rolled a
We
15
are
total,
still
so
rolling single digits.
he goes,
Further several. And Brian.
fucking whatever.
And Brian.
I have
My mother loves
questions. You all have answers. And I need them to be less philosophical than he can give me.
Well, it's
Okay.
not with
Smiles.
He looks towards Aphelion in Dreyll and goes, "Is Yol dead?"
Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like pain in his face when you talk. And he goes, "Why?"
I don't know.
So just get your notepad and take notes, please.
He's talking to you, Sticky.
Oh.
Like, get your notepad and take notes.
Oh, okay.
and then she's gonna run over and lick her finger and stick it in the soot again,
Yeah.
and then just grab a piece of paper.
So, Jin had powers stolen from another god that were given to him on behalf of Baraxis, right? This is the.
Pause. I have to let the dog out. 1 second.
Oh shit!
No, it was Yol that
So in this
stole
story,
No, Yol
Yeah,
stole the
here's why.
powers from
Inocarus.
Inocarus, and then
And Baraxis.
Baraxis.
Or disguise themselves as Inocarus.
Wait,
Okay.
maybe
Hang on,
he
Corey.
didn't?
Corey, so I have my fingers out. So Yol stole the power from Inocarus, but Baraxis framed Yol, or no.
I swear to God, if she
Bro-
goes
Wait.
over to the fucking door and presses that stupid bell,
Bro-
I'm gonna lose it.
Baraxis. Oh fuck.
Okay. Yol took the power from Inocarus to give to Jin.
Yes.
Yol was then, because Yol's theft of the power did not include an interaction with Inocarus. Okay, he took the power. He believed he was giving the power back to Inocarus. In that situation where it was Baraxis as the giant eyeball pretending to be Inocarus,
Right.
he believed he was giving the power back. When he was giving the power back, Baraxis then asked, like, about the theft. You know, you stole this power, blah, blah, blah. And he went, my bad, as comeuppance, take Dreyll. His fault. I did it for him. It's his fault that I stole that power. I'm giving it back to you now. Take him as my apology. Let him be the sacrifice. To which Baraxis, as Inocarus, looked to you and said, do you think this is your fault? And you went, fuck no. Like, I had nothing to do with this. Like, he was doing it for me, but it wasn't my decision. I didn't know that he didn't know he stole the power. He just said that he would help out my friend, and he did. And Baraxis, as Inocarus, said he didn't like the lies of the jester, that he was, you know, a thief and he deserved to be punished, to which he then, as far as you guys are aware, killed Yol. In front of the three of you.
I relay
And the
funny
power
version.
was returned to Baraxis instead of Inocarus. Inocarus is still missing that power.
Yeah, that's what we learned when we had the vision with his mom, with Jin's mom.
I take out
The vision with
the
the real Inocarus, yes.
Yeah.
I take out the string board from my my fanny pack, and I slowly start to explain everything. like
So you see.
like it's Pepe Sylvia, and I'm smoking a pack of cigarettes, and then Aphelion kind of like waves out the smoke in the room, and then like, he explains it kind of nicely and like collectively.
And you like
And then
as you describe the situation, like there's just frustration and confusion and then anger slowly boiling up. Do you guys eventually get to the point of finding out, like, explaining that it was Baroxus pretending to be another deity, that he's the one that killed Yul, took the power? Okay.
We get there after like 30 minutes of me circling a bunch of lines and stuff.
Okay.
Well, we keep him on track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm the
Are
raid
you?
leader.
Hey,
Roxas
Valxis,
killed him.
are you spending another spell slot?
Fuck.
At this point, it's been like another hour and a half, so you would have had to have re-upped at least once by now.
Oh.
This is a funny bit.
Yeah, I do. I use another spell slot.
How are you disguising your spell slot usage? Unless you just want to use it in front of him and have him not see the real you, but see that you cast something.
How am I covering it up? Like
the second time you're gonna have to cast this is while you're all in this room right now.
I will like.
What are the components of disguise self?
Components of disguise self is verbal and somatic.
Who's just went off? Austin's did. There he is.
My bad.
You're
There
good.
we go.
Verbal and somatic. Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to make some hand movements and say some shit. Unless you're just gonna drop it.
Yeah, drop it, Brian.
I'm not. Why would I drop it?
You're lucky that you had no
Especially
part in
now.
this story, because technically they would never have to have been like, and Valxis over here.
Yeah, thank God. I guess I just try to do it as stealthy as possible.
Sleight of
I
hand
literally
check.
That's all I got.
I was gonna make it disadvantage, but
Ooh, can I just
Fuck,
fail the
bro.
spell? Ooh. Can I just fail?
I feel like that is kind of a.
no. You didn't fail the spell.
Uh-oh.
There's
Oh.
with a nat 1.
Uh-oh.
You go to re-up the spell. You make the hand movements, and you go to say the words. And B, tell me if I'm overstepping here, but Sticky sprints over and is like, "What are you doing?" You know, right in your face.
Oh my God.
Chokes you up for a second, and you flash full Valxis before saying the words immediately again and being disguised. And in the conversation, Dreyll is still stringing, and Daxon is just staring at you.
Did you guys see that? That was so cool.
daggers at Sticky, and then I just very cautiously look Daxon in the eye.
What happened? What do you guys?
Your Vaxis. All of us start reacting.
Dude.
No.
Oh my God, he's with
What?
us.
He's just he
that
is
was
not
so
like he's not blinking, and he is
Wait,
just
what?
staring at you. And then he
I'm just
keeps his eyes on you
imagining him.
and turns his head in the direction of Dreyll and goes, "Is that fucking Valxis Winterlight?"
That's Brian.
Deception check at like double disadvantage. I don't even know how to. I'll give you one just disadvantage.
Yeah,
Just
that's
disadvantage. Great. He goes.
Doubles.
He goes.
Doubles.
I also say
that. Yeah, that's Brian.
Nova. He stops. He stops and goes, "I'm gonna let you continue your story. That was such an unnecessary lie.
I'm sorry.
I don't even
You can
understand
stay Brian until you get the fuck out of here. But holy fucking shit, Dreyll."
I told you the truth before. Now I'm trying to go on with my crew.
I'm just gonna have Sticky stand there being like,
Why is he staring at Brian like that?
I continue the story, and I finish.
Puppy.
Hey, if we want to run, we probably. Well, we can't run now.
Look at that little baby.
Okay. So you finish the
Mouse, what do we
story
do
to
now?
Daxon, and he goes, so, this motherfucker, and he's talking about Baroxus, kills Yol. Granted, not happy with what Yol did to you, Dreyll, okay? But that's a different thing to handle. Gods can make mistakes. I'm not an idiot. But he didn't just leave, and this crusade would be for nothing. We would never find him. And you're sure he's dead?
Oh yeah, yeah. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. I was personally there, and then they saw it, and I point beyond him at the others in the room, Aphelion and Ben.
What do you expect me to do now? There's an army of Baroxus worshippers out there ready to run a crusade. I'm supposed to be like one of their leaders. I've brought my entire monastery into it. People have died over this.
And more will if we don't stop this conquest. This false conquest. That's what we came here to do.
Well, is there someone that deserves to die that we could disguise as gold?
What?
That
got me going. What?
You get a part.
Hold on. Artemis, you guys talk that out for a second. Artemis, let's
What
come back
the
inside.
fuck?
Bro,
Like,
set of
Ben,
skills.
hold on.
That's a
Like,
crazy
I
delivery,
know
dude.
you did some crazy shit at that Yol church when we went there after all this went down, but that's crazy.
If we are gonna
Okay,
pick
but
somebody
to be
fight
fair-
Yol, it should be Tentacle Man.
What did Yol look like?
Oh my
Does
god.
anybody here know what Yol looks like?
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
know exactly what
yes,
we
we
all know
do.
exactly what Yol
But I
looks
mean,
like, but
the people going on a crusade, do they know what Yol looks like?
no, probably
Maybe.
not.
You have to.
I would
it's
think-
like
I
would
going-
think
there's
going on a
probably some
conquest to
depictions.
find Yol. They have to know what he looks like.
Well,
Yeah.
if they don't know what he looks like, or they don't know what they're hunting, they could probably be
so
told.
what are you proposing
Wait,
here? We just
Is
make,
the
like,
Phoenix
some-
the Baroxus' champion, or is that am I making that up?
Nope.
No,
We're
that's
making more. Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
that's
put that on.
what's his
Put it up
face
for that.
is. I know that one. It's not Baroxus. I know this one.
The Phoenix is the daughter of a different god. It's the.
Don't make me fucking do it. Don't make me look this up.
That's so good.
So there is a literal phoenix trap somewhere, and then there's the phoenix, the
Oh,
golden
oh.
quotations. Those two.
Okay.
Not the other. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the Phoenix is not worship Baroxus. It's someone
No.
else.
Okay. What?
Oh,
So
Stop.
dress up somebody who deserves to die as Yol to kill them. Is that what I...
So, I brought up the fact that like we all kind of basically talked about how they don't really know what he looks like, so that's how they're going to find like just blindly want to hunt this guy down or whoever the hell we set up for this. What if we make it like a big scene?
You know that,
I mean-
half the people that are down here are not here for that specific vengeance, right? Like Underdark denizens and stuff.
Mr. Daxon, would it be possible to maybe see if there's any more of your followers or people that are close to you, people that trust you, that will take your word and leave? Give them a chance to surrender and leave.
You see that
And we'll help
he's...
them get to safety, but for the rest that decide to stay and fight, they'll have to be dealt with.
You see that he's... Because your passive insight's really high. He looks like he's only half listening to you, and he's contemplating an extremely hard decision. And he sort of shakes it off and zones back in and goes, no one that's down here needs to be led to safety. Besides you all, really. what's about to happen?
Please don't.
Don't what?
It's-
I don't know what you think I'm about to say, but don't what? Go for it.
Holy shit.
With the passive insight, would I be able to tell if he's wanting to put himself as the fall guy?
No, he wants to
Okay.
lead a war.
Oh. Oh my god, no. This is what I was afraid of.
He goes, no, I'm not playing this dress up, let's kill Yol fall, because they're not going to stop. Because this conquest to defeat a god wouldn't be that easy. Okay? And a lot of them are just here to kill. And I've been trying to rein that in, but now that it doesn't have purpose, it's gotten too big. So,
Team up and kill them all.
I would say about half of the people down here are here for that purpose. People who have traveled in from around the lands to take down Yol for what they believe he did and what I believed he did. And they will listen to me and they will know the truth. And it is not your job to stop this. It's mine. So I'm going to send you all back up. And then I'm going to lead whoever will follow me into killing every Baroxis worshipping motherfucker down here who won't see the truth.
Oh, you're gonna just do it without us?
He points at Marador and goes, she either goes up with you, stays down here and fights by my side, or she becomes my enemy. And he's not looking at her.
Mardor's just smiling.
And she can
She's
speak
got
for
a
her
name.
damn
Her
self.
name's Murder. Everybody here
Sticky,
doesn't want to
sticky.
use
What did we talk
names.
about?
What did we talk about? Orcs and
Notepad,
babies?
notepad, take notes.
Oh, notepad. Okay, yeah, you're
No,
right.
no. This is what he wanted. Don't you see? He wants this. He wants rivalry. He wants people to hurt themselves because he never got it.
I learned something worshipping a god my entire life. Granted, I haven't lived the kind of life you have. I haven't lived as long a life as you have. But there's one thing gods crave more than anything, and that's worship. And if I can convince half the people that are a part of this cause not to worship him and kill most of the other half, then his power wanes. He may want that. He may thrive on the fact that I'm committing vengeance against him. The ultimate irony. But I don't care what he wants. I care what I need to do. And he looks towards Mardor for the first time. And he goes, isn't that just a beautiful type of vengeance?
No matter what, we are all just performing on a stage for Baroxis.
Everyone's performing on a stage for all of the gods. You don't think every day I spent in that monastery wasn't a performance for Yol?
Yes, but Baroxis, he is churning up this rivalry, this, oh, what is the word? This tumultuous
You are.
feelings.
By telling me the truth, you are turning up this rivalry. This didn't have to happen.
Did you not make your choice? You felt
Right,
betrayed. You wanted
my
vengeance.
choice.
It built in you. You were given power.
I was given soldiers. I don't have powers from Baroxis. I didn't have powers from Yol.
Is it not power to be able to command soldiers at your will?
That's my power.
Exactly.
It's not his.
And
Or
yet his word is what gave you that fuel.
His ideologies gave me that fuel. I'm not hunting down Baroxis,
No.
but I'm gonna stop this rebellion from killing more innocent lives for something that they don't deserve to die for.
And yet by doing so, you still take life.
A price to pay. Even if it were my own. What would you have me do?
I would have you conquer. Conquer your
What?
enemies. Conquer your enemies.
That is what I'm planning on doing.
Do it.
You sound like you've been questioning me this whole time. So are you supporting
I mean,
the thing
I'm
I'm saying,
questioning-
or are you questioning it?
Well, I'm questioning the fact that you are turning your back on Baroxus. But regardless of where you turn your forward face, Baroxus will remain.
He seems frustrated, and he goes,
Can I just interject real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
So like I've had this whole discussion with Mardor before, and I feel like this is the exact point I also got to. Can I just put it out on the table for everyone here? Mardor's on our side, and she's already said that she will definitely kill for our crew.
Okay, that you just said that in front of everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, let me just interject here real
Yeah.
quick.
He goes-
because
he
I've
goes-
done this whole fucking song and dance.
Yeah, he turns towards Mardo and goes, "Listen, yeah, I'm turning my quote unquote back on him, but he began this by lying to us. The betrayal isn't us betraying him. It's him betraying us, and we've just now been privy to that information and taking things into our own hands. Whether it's part of his plan or otherwise, it doesn't matter. I need to stop
Yeah.
this."
As someone who kind of got gypped by him as well, kind of in the same boat.
By all means.
Before I ask this question to all of
I
you,
am not offended by your...
Good.
Your goodness.
You know, before you ask your question, and he gestures to Aphelion, he looks at Mardor and goes, "While you may be a worshipper for your own personal reasons, and I don't know what those are, do you support his manipulations and murders and thefts and creation of all of this? Or are you using the power that he's bestowing upon you for your own personal gains?"
We all do things in our own way. I have no control over Baroxus. Baroxus has granted me power to do things my way.
That's a good enough
But-
answer for me, as long as you're not going
here.
to fight for his name.
I'm just gonna raise this point here. Seems like we're kind of all understanding we got to stop this conquest, right?
No, you need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, my point is that if you fail, this still goes on. Like,
If
I
I
do
fail,
think
at
you need
least
more
they've
help.
been dwindled down. What are 7 random ass people going to do?
And
whoa,
and
it's
actually,
not
guys,
random.
technically-
You know one of me. You know me.
6 random ass people in a Dreyll that's nothing like I remember him.
Yeah, it's what I mean. You're nothing like you remember me.
And-
I got
and
some
a
cool ass
Dreyll.
powers.
What a way to phrase it. What'd you say?
go ahead,
Max?
Valxis.
Technically, our quest is just to stop this guy. So since he's not
Oh my god.
not
Then a new
on
guy
the
will
side.
just step up after.
nothing.
Okay, but
is
that wasn't our
certain
quest. Our
on
quest was
this-
to stop this guy.
Not on this
Disband
world, not with
the camp,
God,
yeah.
not with anything else. We cannot walk away. I don't think we can walk away from this. We can't try to outsmart
Yeah,
it. We
man.
can't try to outsmart fate.
Yeah,
we can't try to outsmart.
You're not
I'm kind of
It
tired
will.
of this
If-
whole like neutrality
if the
thing. We
stars
don't do
fate,
anything other
you're
than
not
what we
neutral.
Do. Yeah.
wills us. If the stars' fate wills us to be wrong, then we have to be ready and prepared to make our own choices, to chart our own destiny. I think this is one of those situations where we need to fight, and it's a question of who's going to stay.
What if I had a plan?
All right.
Okay, let's hear it.
He turns to Sticky for the first time in this conversation and goes,
Hi.
he
Let's
goes,
go!
He goes, "How big of an explosive can you make?"
I just want her face to light up and she'd be like,
I thought you'd never ask.
Doesn't even have to be one. It could be multiple.
God.
And
Fucking lights the whole town up.
he leans in and starts explaining most of the people down here are not with me. My people are up there. And I can spend the next days convincing those who are down here that you are part of all of this. Looks to Valxis and goes, you're going to have to figure you out or we just keep you hidden.
That's fair.
We can, with enough ability, with enough coverage, find a way to tear this all down from the inside. Now, I can't promise there won't be Baroxis worshippers out there somewhere that are still doing their thing. Hell, there are probably others like her. And gestures to Mardor. But at least the ones that are part of this cause, they're all in this camp. I can get my people out. And if I have to be imprisoned for what I've done, then so be it. And then all we'd have to do is take care of the creatures on the surface. The ones that have been let out. But we blow this place to smithereens. Hope that everyone dies with it. And then the only battle we have to fight is on the surface, in the town.
I just want Sticky to kind of stand there. You just see this really horrible, like, toothy shark-like grin, just like slowly.
Pupils completely dilated.
Yeah, like
Oh, yeah.
literally like a shark, just like, and then you kind of see her like kind of slowly slink off towards all of her like mechanical parts, and she just gets to work.
We have to stop this.
I think it's a good plan.
I can even paint it as some sort of backup measure if we ever get invaded, discovered, chased. They'll allow me to do it. I'm sort of in charge around here. There's a moment of Philion specifically where a flash of fear goes across his face. One other who commands more of the lesser humanoid.
The monsters.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I can't say this plan will work to kill that. But if we have an army, which
What is
or
that,
half of an
though?
army, he was the one who came to us in the first place.
Who is he?
It's the
It's-
the main.
It speaks. He speaks to us mentally. Massive, gargantuan creature can burrow through the ground, tentacles like thorns. He was the one who appeared first and proposed this conquest.
Does he have a name?
We just call it the worm.
The one. Has Jin ever heard of this thing?
Yeah, you can make
The
an Arcana check at advantage
Yeah.
because it is an aberration of sorts. An 18. You guys fought when you guys were on the surface, you fought Correspawn Seers, which were like the
Yeah.
spider-legged like sages. This is a Correspawn worm based off his description. They are gargantuan-sized aberrations that, like, you kind of grasp that that's what created the tunnel you guys took to get down here. Like, that thing's tunnel became the pathway down. Let me see if I can get you a decent description, and then you can go from there.
Then we'll turn to Jin. That's not the worm that we had in that dream, what? Right?
Worm you had in
Those
the
were
dream.
snakes. Those were snakes.
Oh
was it a snake?
no, that was a giant snake. That was a
Is that what you're
primordial
asking
evil.
That
about?
was an old, like, primordial god.
Yeah, that was
That
not
was
that was
the
not
dream,
this.
like, serpent.
So
Right,
this
I-
thing,
I remember now.
I'll send you a picture, Jin and only Jin. Hold on. I want to fuck up the cameras here for a second.
Holy fuck.
So you can describe that however you'd like. Unless you want me to describe
Jin
it.
just explains like these things are fucking. This is what made this, and Jin points out like. The
Anyone here
tunnel that we
play
walked
Elden
up.
Ring?
Yes.
You know
Oh
Rykard?
yeah.
The
Yeah.
giant writhing tentacled serpent? Kind of like that, except for instead of like a face and a snake head, it is a large, gaping, barbed tentacled mouth.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it's
Yeah.
got like this jaw and multiple eyes.
Yeah. Its body looks like it's made up of like roots, but it's undulating flesh.
Dune sandworm. Got it.
Sure, but no.
I mean, I know you're playing with kind of like blowing this tunnel close. It could just make another, but I think
It's gonna follow us out, but at least we'll
Yeah,
have taken
yeah.
care of everyone else down here.
yeah,
That
I
thing
mean,
will
there's
just
nothing
be-
you can do about it. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
even know if I even know like what to do. Like, you know what I mean, to do the things to be capable of destroying something like that.
I would say with an 18, you just know that I would give you its immunities, just its damage immunities. I wouldn't give you
Yeah.
vulnerabilities, condition immunities, anything like that. But it's
Yeah, that's fine.
immunities, fire damage, psychic damage.
So is what
Jin
we're
will
getting at
relay
right
that
now?
over.
Is what we're getting at right now is that like collapsed tunnel, big worm come out?
Collapse tunnel and kill all of the members inside that aren't
Inside.
willing to go back on this crusade, and then
Mhm.
worm comes out, fight on
Collapse the
surface.
tunnel.
Got
Yeah.
it. Okay, just making sure I was following.
Pretty much most of the other core spawn is what you said.
You can see Marador just
Or
The
drooling
core
at the
spawn,
thought.
the
And-
Underdark
and-
denizens, the
Yeah.
anyone that wouldn't turn on their current ideals.
Mm-hmm.
Because it kind of seems like those on the surface linked up with those below. Like the mercenaries, as long as they promise to get, if they're promised to get paid, will probably just be on whoever's side.
Yeah.
But like the Underdark denizens came up for a reason. Is everyone down with this plan? You will have to act like you're part of this.
Yeah, I'm not opposed. I think this is. I don't know.
I think it's the best.
This
plan
feels
we've
right.
got.
I'm good at acting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure you are.
I don't think any of us are after all these rolls today.
Okay. Well. Sticky. What do you need? And that's where we're gonna end the session for tonight.
Yeah.
We're gonna kill these
That
people.
was so
That
much
was
better
sick
than
from
we
a
could have
billion.
hoped.
That was so.
I honestly, I was waiting to see whether or not you guys were gonna tell the truth. If you guys didn't roll so many shitty ass deception checks, I don't know what you were gonna do if you did deceive him. Like, 'cause what's the plan? All of you join the cult? Like, I don't.
My goal from the beginning was to break down the truth in the way I did.
Yeah. He just, I mean, based on the way that you saw him talking to other people, he got real fed up with the philosophical stuff. And he would.
Yeah.
Because he was like, 2 people just fucking lied to me and now you're dancing around the truth. Like, fucking give it to me straight or shut the fuck up.
Right tonight.
But, yeah, you guys are gonna have to fight. I mean, listen, while it would be really cool if I just let you guys out here scot-free, no issues, you're probably gonna have to fight. And that thing will be
Oh, this is
fun.
tight.
That thing will be fun to fight.
No.
Plus, I don't have to create another map for it.
Yeah, I know.
I love it. I love it, B. I love it so much.
I do
Dude,
also want to give. No, okay. I think I've given Hida all the information I want to give him.
Yeah, dude, this is. Bro, yeah, this is. I mean, hey, that was a sick ass fucking line. I'll be honest, from Aphelion. Like, if the stars are willing us to be wrong, then we just have to prepare for it then. That shit was cold. That was just sick. That was cool. And then the music was setting in. There was like something magical about that moment. I can't really explain it, but I was motivated.
Nice.
I would have fought. Hell, I would have fought.
Jin, do you want to have like, because we can just like say that, because when we come back, it's going to be kind of a fast forward a few days, have group deception checks to see how well you guys hold up to the facade. Do you want me to show everyone what this thing looks like based on what you would draw?
Yeah.
Give me a performance check.
This is my 20. Oh, okay.
A 10.
Right in the middle.
Close.
I'll let you roll for advantage because you got time, and have someone else around you who knows what it looks like. There you go. Okay.
I knew it was there. I knew it was there.
Okay. For the rest of the party,
I knew that was my 20. I knew that was my fucking 20.
that is
I
what it
knew
looks like. It's in handouts.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, this is gonna be sick. This is gonna be just gore.
Yeah.
Rip and fucking tear.
Yeah.
Oh.
Was that Hank Hill?
Oh God.
You gotta fight the freaking.
You guys have been looking to fight some big shit.
Oh,
Yeah, you just like show
Why do
Valks
I
that
keep
he goes.
that as a pet?
Yeah. Mardor is
you gotta fight
salivating. Just
Yeah, that's conquest if I've ever seen it.
yeah, it is. Fuck yeah, it is.
It's gonna get fucking
I'm
dude,
glad.
and then
I'm glad that everyone else is excited because Valxis definitely is not.
Well, I think the players are excited. I don't know if the characters are.
Oh, I'm excited. My character's not at all.
The Sticky just wants to know what the inside of it looks like.
I'm gonna ride
You
it.
can find out if you
Me
like.
too.
I'm gonna ride it.
She might.
Yeah, Jin, you would probably know off of that 18 that they can swallow some people whole.
Yeah, that's
They can
why I
swallow
was like, I don't
large
even know
creatures
what
whole.
to do to be capable to fight this thing. I
Sticky's
don't know
just
the
like
approach
hands
to
out
this.
bombs to
Wing.
everyone.
Ballistas.
Listen,
Well, I think that is a valid thing. It's like
Fucking ruins
we
the old
plan
life, am
on
I
getting
right?
swallowed with bombs strapped to us.
Listen, we have a diamond. We have diamonds.
Bro, it's just like
I will. I'm not gonna tell you who and how many times, but keep in mind that the DC for reviving someone does go up every time they full die. And some of you have full died, and some of you have full died multiple times.
That's crazy.
Finally.
I have
can
not
die.
yet.
Wait,
Time
really?
to start playing
Yes,
tons.
Who's
really.
died?
That's crazy.
2 of you have died at least once. 1 of you has died twice.
That's crazy.
In the
Drell
campaign?
died.
Drell died.
Drell died because of Valxis, and Drell died in the arena.
Oh, yeah.
Why'd you die because of me? What was the
Then
first
When you
one
thunder
is-
waved him into a brazier, and then Henry had to
there.
teleport him to the Church of Lathander to be revived at the church.
Oh,
I thought,
yeah.
I thought he was. Oh, I thought he was just here. I didn't.
No,
think
he got
Oh.
like Henry had to instead of him just being healed by Aphelion, Henry had to teleport him out to the Church of Lathander to be revived by the priest of Lathander,
Yeah.
and in return is when he tried convincing you guys to fight for Lathander in the Church of for the arena in
Right.
Bryantine.
Right.
And then
'cause
Opal
the
is the other one, I'm pretty sure.
Opal has also died, but was she dead? Yeah, she was dead.
I thought she died because
I
she
thought
was dead,
you
died
also
off
died, Jin.
Drell killed.
no, Jin has not died.
Okay, so that's where your vision
I
was coming
know.
from.
Oh no, Jin killed.
Jin killed Opal. Yeah.
Yeah.
When the Warbounder got all crazy, he killed Opal. But
Yeah.
Jin has not died.
Yep.
So who's the other one that's died?
No, I thought it was Opal. I just knew that someone died.
Yeah.
But Drell's
was
died
Drell.
twice.
Just Drell died twice.
Also, I am sticking with the critical role style of like when you guys go to revive someone, it isn't just the person who's doing the reviving gets a free roll and that's it.
Yeah.
It's how are you all assisting in trying to bring this person back to life,
Mhm.
kind of thing. You guys have luckily not had to be the ones to revive someone yet, so.
And that's
Yeah.
after like the 60 seconds of like the revivify. Like this is like a hard revive.
The cauldron will always be an auto revive.
Who?
The
Who
diamonds
has
revivify. Aphelion does, I'm
I have
pretty
it,
sure.
I think.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Aphelion has. Aphelion can change his spells every single day, so he definitely has
What?
revivify.
That's from the hag, the cauldron.
The cauldron was from the hag, and Mary left it with you guys, and Aphelion's been using it. You guys currently don't have the 200 pounds of salt.
Hmm.
You could ask if they have 200 pounds of salt down here,
No
but
way.
I mean,
They probably got salt mines.
I gotta go to bed. I'm tired.
good night, Noah.
Oh,
No,
but
no,
I'm really
no.
curious. Maybe this is worth after asking.
Go ahead, ask now.
Okay, if we're spending the next couple of days, would we have sent a message? I mean, there's no point in sending a
I
message.
mean, we can do what you guys do over the couple days
Next session.
next session.
Yeah.
You guys can discuss what
Yeah.
you want to do because it's going to take a few days for Sticky to be able to make a bunch of explosives.
Yeah.
Make a fucking nuke.
Atomic bomb time.
Sticky
Timer.
Your bombs.
Sticky diamond. Let's
I
do
mean,
it,
hell,
like,
you guys
sticky
don't even have to
dynamite.
just like place a bunch of explosives. You could try to have like Daxon like convince everyone that they need to carry an item around that is secretly an explosive or something. Like, you could do whatever you
I'm
can
thinking
make.
that
You
too.
be as
Bro, I'm
creative as you
thinking-
want. You guys have be in that damn group chat. Be as creative as you fucking want, and we can make rules for how things work next session.
What? Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I'm thinking crazy shit. Like, I'm thinking we should set up some houses to fucking explode that maybe of people.
Well,
who
because
fucking-
no. Well, that could
We
work.
want the
We don't have
surface
to-
to be okay, I think.
We
Right,
go
if
after
people are
surface
still
is-
singing there and
it's
we do it
good.
at night, we could just blow them up in their fucking sleep too if some of them aren't all down below. Because we do have to fight some on the surface. That's fine.
Yeah.
No, terrible.
You don't know how many you'll have to fight on the surface.
Yeah.
Because you guys over this time will be able to go like up and down.
Can you make
Yeah.
smoke grenades, Sticky?
So
Sticky-
here's
I don't know.
I'm gonna say something about Sticky for you guys right now. I am giving Sticky some plot power until you guys get out of here, and then Sticky will be forced to follow
To
specifically
follow
class
materials.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like class stuff. Like Sticky is as you guys were able to see today an artificer.
Yeah.
She is an artillerist. She cannot just casually make bombs and shit. That's not something that artificers can do. But she is down here being provided materials and told to go buck wild. So
Yeah,
when
they
you get
basically
out
give
of
her
here,
whatever they
then
want.
when you get out of here, her trying to make things is going to end up being like tinker checks.
It's
And we have to find materials. for
Find
that.
materials,
basically
costs,
Sticky's
whatever. She's
lair.
getting like plot power while she's down here because she's being given like unlimited supplies to do whatever the fuck she wants.
Sticky's
So
just
what
getting like the extra layer actions.
Yeah,
Is what's
she's
really
getting
happening.
legendary actions basically. Like create grenade or create bombs is a legendary action.
Create bomb.
Yeah.
I create bomb.
She's gonna be the one
Yeah.
who makes the Geneva Conventions after this.
Hey, Noah was talking about war crimes.
I know she's gonna be the one.
Yeah.
Okay, that fucking all I
Thank
have
you.
been doing this
You
whole
need to-
time is just drawing pictures of Sticky annoying people.
Okay.
Just the
I'm going to
GPU
wrap up
support.
the recording here. So for those of you watching on YouTube, appreciate you guys watching another
Yeah.
session. And we'll see you guys all again whenever we see you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay,
I'll let
bye.